Shit was it was crazy. Shit crazy. Alright. So we live.
What up?
What up? Shout out to the chat. We are live, man. Everything is working this week. Well, at least as far as Anchor goes, that haven't been working all week. And I finally just got that up and running. You know what I mean? I had to upload last week's podcast, man. It wasn't working all week. It wouldn't upload, so I went back and tried today, and it was everything was on point. So I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, last week's episode is now up on streaming services. So y'all can definitely go check that out. Last week's episode is now up on streaming services. You dig?
And how many services you on? Like you on iTunes and all that good stuff?
7 services. It's on man, what I'm on, man. I'm on a few things, man. I'm on Apple. No, not Apple. Is it Apple? Let me go look. I can't even remember.
Okay, I see the list right here. My bad. I see it right here in the
it's on
the description.
It's on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's where we at. So yeah, last week's episode is now up, man. So y'all can go check that out. Shout out to the chat, Gorilla Madness. What up? What up? Philly the Weapon, what's good? Episode 21, we here. Hey, yo, listen. Shout out to Jay for the super chat. First super chat of the day. OG and triple OG. Yeah, we here. We here. No days off, man. No days off. I mean, shit. We only do it once a week, right? It's only once a week. God damn it. So, you know,
Facts.
we get 6 days off. You know what I'm saying? No days off, man. But, yo, we did really good last week. Shout outs to the viewers, man. We did over 10,000 last week. We did 10K last
That's
week.
What's up.
Yeah. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we do. It's just me and you. And the viewers. And the viewers. The callers. The callers. You know what I mean? The people that want to be heard. You dig? So, that's what's up. So, yeah, we did over 10K last week, man. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow out here, man. We're trying to grow out here in the world full of queers. Like,
What? Where'd that come from?
Nah, you know, there's a lot of fucking nut ass niggas around here, man. But anyway, we good, man. You know what I mean? It's some people out there still respect the real. We appreciate that. Shout out to Pat, the logo guy. He said dropping my super chat and I'm out. I save these for work. All right.
Man, I ain't mad at you because when I used to miss our shows, as soon as I would get my little drink at work in the morning to get to my desk, first thing I did was fire up AGS.
Fired up. Yeah. So, you know, we did good last week, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think like in the last 3 or 4, 2 of them hit 10K. So, yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we got to get that higher. I don't even know how to do it, but we got to get it higher. I want 50K, 100K. Dude.
Oh, man.
Man, if we going to be in it, we might as well win it, eh? Shoot.
Hey. I feel that. But I don't know about all them numbers, man. Them numbers kind of high.
Oh, we gonna get it. Shoot, I ain't here for nothing. I just need to learn what's going on. You teaching me, so I need to keep learning what's going on.
The numbers kind of high, you dig? But yeah, not a lot going on this week. Gaming is dry as far as that goes. You know what I mean? Gaming is pretty dry. You know, not really.
I never understand why you say that. Gaming is never dry.
I'm talking about as far as the news,
like new announcements or something.
The news, the announcement. Yeah, I mean, what you mean it ain't dry? What's going on? What's exciting? What you hear this week? What's exciting? We got some fucking teaser trailer from Indiana Jones. Of course, all the ex-bots lost their mind. We ain't see shit. Like, haven't y'all learned anything? You know what I mean? Like, has Cyberpunk taught y'all anything out this motherfucker? God,
have you
damn.
learned nothing?
Have you learned nothing? Cyberpunk hasn't taught y'all anything. Like, before you start jumping up and down for joy, at least see some actual gameplay. Like, these dudes be going crazy off of nothing. You seen the same type of trailer you seen from Uncharted. It's copied the fuck out of Uncharted teaser trailer.
Yep, just without the whip and the hat. Everything else.
Copied the bullshit out. Like, wait until y'all see the fucking game. And then, people running with is it exclusive? It's exclusive or it's not. We don't know. Goodness. Just wait.
Yeah.
These people haven't learned nothing. Hit that like button too, people. Hit that like button.
Hey man, that's another thing. You hear these, like, the whole exclusive thing is like, because I'm not ashamed to admit that, like, I was proud to game on Xbox, but I noticed a lot of my Xbox brethren was like, exclusives is dumb and anti-consumer. Now every little new announcement, these same cats talking about, is it exclusive to Xbox? I'm like, what happened? I thought that you was so against exclusives. And it's that thing that Drake said, niggas with no money say that money isn't everything. And niggas with no exclusives say exclusives ain't everything.
Yeah, they don't know what they want, man. You got dudes 1 minute saying that exclusives is bad, and then the next minute they saying it's great. That's just this internet bullshit, dog. Like, that's just the shit that come with this internet shit, man. It's a lot of pandering, you know what I mean? It's a lot of dick eating, you know what I'm saying? Philly shit. It's a lot of dick eating out here, and it's just, you never know what you're going to get from these people, man, every week, from day to day. Yeah. You never know what you're going to get.
Be trying to stunt for the crowd. That's it.
That's it, man. Throw shit at the wall, and if it stick, it stick. You know what I'm saying? They like Drago. If he dies, he dies. But it's, in their case, if it sticks, it sticks. You know what I mean? Just throw it all to the side of the fucking barn, man. If it stick, it stick. You know what I mean? What's the temperature of the viewers this week? All right, that's the way I'm going. I can't stand these motherfuckers. That's why I just got to step back from this shit. I can't get jiggy, and the fucking people that watch this shit ain't no better, because they allow them to do it, because they watch the bullshit. They watch this bullshit, dog. These motherfuckers don't stand on nothing. They go whichever way the wind blowing, man. That's all they do.
That's all they do.
They don't stand on nothing around this motherfucker.
Matter of fact, I went on a Smooth podcast this week. He accused me of that. I'm like, bro, I don't even think in them terms. He
accused you of what?
He was like, at first I was trying to help educate the community. Then I started bashing Xbox, and he thought it was just going to last for a little while, but I kept doing it. And he was like, I must have just got drunk off the engagement and the likes and all of this stuff. So I just kept, bashing Xbox for PlayStation popularity.
What podcast was it? These niggas got 15,000 podcasts. I don't know what. This niggas all over the fucking place, man. I don't know what podcast was this one, man. These niggas got 1,000 podcasts. Like, god damn. Go play some fucking games, man. Go do something. Yeah, I mean, all these fucking podcasts talking about the same fucking shit. Go do something.
I think he only got 2 of them.
You done lost count around this motherfucker, man. Hey, throw it to the wall, and if it stick, it stick. That's what's going on in this motherfucking community, dog. If it stick, it stick. Motherfuckers try anything around here, man.
Bro, man, look at Cycle in the chat talking about because I did, fool. That is not what happened. Join the call, Cycle. We can get this straightened out right now, sir. That is not what happened.
Damn.
At all.
Damn. Shout out to Matt McGrath, man. He said, hope you guys are doing good. Just dropping support for the show today. Busy with work today. Definitely catch the rest later. Hit the button, y'all. All right.
Shout out to you, Matt McGrath. He's got to be one of the coolest white boys in the crumb side. Got to be.
Shout out to Emmanuel A1. He said, what up, Hard8 and Optimus? Can we expect a formal apology to Tony? He's doing the Lord's work, LOL, and you can speak on Bravia Core versus Blu-ray. How am going to speak on that? We ain't got no hands-on experience with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. When is that? Is that even a thing yet?
Nah, not yet. It's going to be on their new TVs, only on their TVs. So,
it's only on the TVs. Okay.
But it's streaming, so it ain't nothing. It ain't Listen, man, I don't give a fuck what it is. It ain't touching physical, dog. It's not touching physical. Don't matter what it is. Shout out to yeah.
Who is Tony? Like he said, can we expect a formal apology to Tony? Who is Tony?
What the fuck he talking about? He probably talking about gay Tony. I don't know who he talking about. You talking about gay Tony? Apology for what? Fuck out of here.
What he talking about?
Shout out to Ani Thoughts. Can we shed light on your PS5 reacquisition? That joint about to. I already sold the second one. Like that shit about to be. That shit's out of here. I told y'all, motherfucker, that was a placeholder. I specifically said that on Twitter. That was a place. I already sold it. It's out of here this week. What you talking about? That thing gone.
What graphics card you rolling with?
Might have get another 3090. Just don't know which one I want. Them prices. I got to make a decision on this 3090. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to make a decision. I might. I don't know. I got my man looking out. He live real close to Micro Center, so he gonna stop in there a couple of times this upcoming week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the AM and see if he can grab something for me. But if he can't grab nothing for me, I already made the decision. You know what I'm saying? The decision already made. I just got to make it happen. Yeah, the decision already made. I don't sit around. I ain't got time for all this bullshit, man. I ain't waiting for nothing. But
so that's already gone, huh?
I mean, if my man don't come through, it's a done deal. That decision already made. You know,
I'm talking about that PS5 already.
Oh yeah, that's done. That's a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap. I still got it, but it's already sold.
Oh, it's spoken for.
Yeah, it's spoken for. It's taken. It's taken. It's taken, man. It's taken. What else we got here? Shout out to Mook Gaming. He didn't leave no message, but shout out for the super chat. Appreciate you, player. And then we got Pat, the logo guy. He said, "Let me be a mod on the Facebook group to promote the pod." The Facebook group. Oh, I don't even really pay attention to that shit no more. That thing dead, man. I don't even be in there. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think nobody was on Facebook no more except for politicians.
Nah, yeah, that's like family shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be on that shit like that. Shout out to Rodrigo. I know you made a decision this week. He said, "I'm happy, guys. Love you guys."
Yeah, you don't tell the viewers you love them enough, eh?
Nah. Oh, you mean I don't lie to the viewers enough? That's what you mean. You mean I don't lie to the viewers enough? Because these motherfuckers on YouTube don't love these niggas, man. Let's be real. You mean I don't lie to the viewers enough? Nah, man, I can't do that, man.
Don't lie to the people. Don't lie to the people. But I know Rodrigo happy. He was tweeting about his PS5, boy. He's cheesing back.
Hey, I'm going to be real with you. He had to make a decision, right? But on some real shit, he been waiting. He tried to wait, man. He tried to wait. And, you know, when that shit came out, November, we already in January.
12th. Yeah.
We about to be in February. Yeah, he tried to wait, man. But unfortunately, man, he came up short. So he had to make a decision.
And I don't blame him. He happy with his decision, too.
Nah, I ain't mad at him, man. Hey, do what you want. Like, at the end of the day, value is what you say it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts. If you feel like a PlayStation is worth $800, a PS5, if that's the value you want to put on it, then that's your business, man. I ain't going to be running around here telling niggas what to do with their motherfucking money, dog, and what they shouldn't and shouldn't buy. Sometimes people get tired of waiting. Huh?
What if it's an Xbox, though?
Same shit. Same shit. I
don't know.
If that's what you want, if you want an Xbox,
on principle, it's the same, but in reality, there is no compelling reason to have an Xbox, especially paying no scalper price for it.
I mean, it ain't really no compelling reason to have a PS5 right now, neither.
Yes, it is too.
For what? Miles Morales, nigga, they beat that shit in 2 days.
I still ain't played it yet. You got Miles Morales.
It's a lot of shit you ain't played, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Well, you want to know what it's to be excited for? I'm trying to tell you.
That ain't nothing to be excited for. That shit too short to be excited for, dog. Man, most people don't give a damn about no Demon Souls.
Demon Souls. We got
Nah, fam.
Miles Morales. We got
We gotta keep it
Call of
100
Duty
around
with
here.
the DualSense support.
No.
We got Astrobot.
No.
Yes, sir.
Nah, they both in the same boat right about now. Like, you do
And
got
we
Miles
got
Morales,
Sackboy.
but that shit don't last long. That's a really short adventure. Even if you go for the platinum, it's a pretty short adventure. Demon Souls, a lot of people don't give a fuck about Demon Souls, but if you do, that ain't that long either. Like, once you beat Demon Souls and Miles Morales, you're gonna be sitting there bored as fuck, dog. It is what it is.
No, why?
Because you didn't play games when they came out. You don't play shit. You ain't play you ain't beat GTA yet. You know what I'm saying?
I play stuff all the time.
You got shit because you got a lot of shit to
How can I
play.
play GTA? You got me playing God of War, nigga.
No. Nigga, GTA came out 8 years ago. Like, you should have been played that. Same thing as God of War. You know what I'm saying?
I play when I get around to it.
See, you own it. See, people like you, procrastinators, you know what I'm saying? They got shit to do. But all us other real gamers that play these games when they drop, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got shit to do. So Xbox, PlayStation, both of them right now is fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? Dead.
Lies.
Dead. I mean, you got Hitman 3, that's a multi-plat. You know what I'm saying?
Lies and misdemeanors, man.
You got Hitman 3 coming out. You know what I'm saying? And then Xbox got all that backwards.
DualSense controller that you throwing shade at, and I don't understand why.
No, I like the DualSense controller. I like the way it feels and all that. The functions haven't really been anything special outside of Astrobot. I'm not really a fan of it when it comes to shooters.
You don't like it? I thought the Spider-Man remaster did a pretty good job with it, too.
Nah, not really.
I mean, it wasn't on the level of Astrobot, but
it wasn't nowhere. It wasn't on the level of nothing special. Like, let's keep it 100 around here.
Yeah, I definitely noticed it.
You notice it, but it ain't nothing special. It wasn't like, oh my God, this makes the gaming experience so much better. Nah, it ain't do that. It ain't do that. Outside of Astrobot, it really hasn't done anything as of right now. Outside of Astrobot.
Say that. I disagree with that.
Because you corporate slaving right now. But I mean, you're going to keep it real around here. Outside of Astrobot, the DualSense hasn't done anything special.
Disagree. Hey, look, his views do not represent mine.
I know. Mine represent the truth. This shit right here represent fraudulent. Like, come on. It don't do nothing special with Spider-Man whatsoever.
I disagree. I don't know what you call special.
Listen, you can turn that shit off in Spider-Man and you won't even miss it.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I did do that and I did miss it.
Man, knock it off, Code. Knock it off. Because you talking crazy.
Why would I stop telling the truth?
Man, knock it off, man. Shout out to Brad Bowyer. He said, hey, when you beating GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas? Don't ask me no dumbass questions. First of all, when them games were in their prime, I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you're a gangster, nigga. I was incarcerated. You go to jail. All right? Secondly, I ain't playing them games now. They outdated and ugly as fuck. I tried to play them. Niggas' fingers stuck together and all that. No. I'm not playing them old ass games. If they remaster them or remake them, if they remade them, man, I would play them games and beat them in a heartbeat if they was remade. But the way they look now, I'm good. Now, if I was around when they came out, they would have got beat, no doubt. No doubt. But I'm not playing them shits now. You crazy.
Well, how come you want me to go back and play God of War?
God of War is passable. You know what I'm saying?
I'm having a blast.
God of War is passable. Fucking
I ain't
GTA.
like you on that. Like, I can easily play old games and not even care.
No, I did that already. I played them when they was hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
I'm talking about San Andreas, all of them. Like, it don't matter how old the game is for me. I can still enjoy it.
Nah, I can't get jiggy with them games. No. Absolutely not. God of War is still passable. 1 and 2 is passable. And plus, they got the remastered edition. That's the ones you're gonna play.
I'm playing whichever one is in PS now.
I think those are the updated versions. You know what I'm saying?
The name of it is God of War HD. That mug is fun so far.
Right. Shout out to S Blank Son 95. He said, "Cool. How's God of War 1, 2, and 3 going?"
I'm only on the first one, and it's going good so far.
Oh, you did start?
Yeah. I got I don't know how many I got, but I'm at 11% with the trophies, all that. I'm gonna grab that plat for God of War, and I'm gonna go on to God of War 2.
All right, all right, all right. But yeah, the DualSense ain't been like both consoles right now, and it's dry. And that comes with the territory of a new launch.
I disagree.
I mean, listen, that's because you got stuff to play that you've been sitting on for years. For everybody else that done moved, that beat them games when they were irrelevant. I mean, when they were relevant.
Who since the PS5 came out? Who beat Astrobot, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Demon Souls, and Sackboy?
You asking me that? Or you asking
Whoever, I'm like that.
I mean,
that's a lot of games to beat in 2 months.
I beat all those games. They're not long. Spider-Man Miles Morales is not long at all.
I don't know. I haven't even played it, obviously.
It's not a long game. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was like 10 hours.
Nah, it's not a long game. It's not
even 10.
If you want to do some extra shit, it's not a long game.
I mean, I always go for the plat.
Yeah, it's not a long game. Even going for the platinum is not a long game. You dig?
Okay.
Demon Souls, that's kind of niche. Who knows who likes it or not.
Right.
It's not really for everybody. I know I played it. I was bored to death. Turned it off. Deleted.
So you don't like the Souls games?
Nah. Never been a fan of the Souls games. Just nothing there for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing there for me. Then you got, what you say, Sackboy?
Sackboy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you played that with the wife.
Nah, ain't nobody playing that. I ain't playing no Sackboy. I did show it to her. She wasn't interested. But I ain't playing that shit. I beat Astrobot. I got the platinum for that. I got the platinum for Astrobot. I got the platinum for Miles Morales. And I got the platinum for Spider-Man Remastered. And I had got the platinum on the PS4 version, and I didn't get the easy, trophy upgrade. I had to go. I had to go and do it from the muscle.
That's what's up.
I got the platinum for Spider-Man Remastered from the muscle, from scratch.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I lost my save file from the PS4, so I couldn't do the joint. But
I got it the easy way, but I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I would have got it that way. Shit, I damn sure wanted to get it that way.
I transferred so I could do the new game plus with the remaster, and shoot, like about 3 or 4 minutes, I just sat there with trophies, just kept popping.
Right now, at this point, I got the Rainbow Six Platinum, but that was a platinum that I've been
Which one, Siege?
Yeah, I've been working on that. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't something I got during the PS5 or whatever.
Don't you have to get online trophies for that one? Don't you have to do some
pretty
online
much
stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what made it so tedious.
Any game with online trophies, I'm automatically not gonna try to get.
Yeah, but most people right now with a PS5, they sitting there like, damn.
Well, hold on, let me ask you this, 8. So you didn't try, because I haven't played it yet. I have it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But I keep hearing from people that I trust that Call of Duty did a really good job with the DualSense. You saying that that's not true?
That's what they say. I don't know. I mean, they
said the weapons feel different.
Yeah,
each gun is
but
unique,
people don't use it when they playing online though, because it fucks you up. It can get you killed real quick. I mean, they do the same thing with Rainbow Six.
That's that same online stuff. Yeah,
it does the same thing with Siege.
Okay,
where, the
that
triggers
makes sense
and all that.
For the competitive stuff. Yeah,
yeah. It does the same thing with Siege, and it doesn't enhance the experience. It can be annoying at times too. We're gonna be honest, but no, player, no.
And what about 2K? Well, you say you don't do the career mode and all of that in 2K.
No, it works in 2K, but it's kind of annoying in 2K.
I know too. That. I'm talking about as far as the game that you beat. But
you
when I think of beating 2K, I think of getting to do the 99 in career mode. But you said you don't do the mode.
Nah, I ain't do all that. Do all that. You gotta. It works in 2K too, but you got to get used to it. Some people might find it annoying and don't fuck with it at all.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I did find it annoying at first. I was just hyped about it, so I didn't give up on it. And so then I finally figured out, how to work with it. but it's not consistent. Like it don't really work for me on defense all the time like it's supposed to.
Right.
So I guess your dude have to be tired or something. I really don't know.
Shout out to Gianni Skywalker. He said PlayStation is hot Garbino and Xbox for super casuals like myself. Yo, has anybody, like, we already know that, like, Game Pass is a big thing and shit, right? You know what I mean? That's the go-to argument for everyone. Has anybody, like, who actually paid full price for Game Pass? Has anybody paid full price for Game Pass? Because all I ever see is people talking about they've got it for $1 this many months and $3 this and $3 that. Has anybody ever paid full price for Game Pass? I've never paid full price for Game Pass. Every time I've had it, yeah.
Go ahead, eh?
Yeah, every time I've had it, never paid full price.
So I have Game Pass paid up to 2023. Game Pass Ultimate to 2023, and I have paid a penny for it that whole time. Like I was doing like Xbox Live Gold with like Microsoft points and Microsoft reward points. And then there was this thing where they would convert all your Xbox Live Gold to Game Pass for a penny. So I did that, and then that took me out to like 2022, something like that. And then I just started cashing in more rewards points. Because I was playing on Xbox pretty much every day with the Game Pass quests. They give you all them little points, and there's different ways for you to score points. So I've spent a penny and Microsoft points for my entire Game Pass subscription. I have never paid money except for 1 penny.
Damn, that's pretty good. Hey, was this in y'all sub box? Let me know if this was in y'all sub box also. But how long can Microsoft sustain this shit, dog? Like, how long can they actually sustain, like, not paying? I mean, not really making a lot of money off of this Game Pass shit, and then having to pay these developers, and then they have to develop games themselves. Like, how long is this going to be sustainable?
Well, honestly, I don't know clearly, but I can tell you the way that it works. Before they even decide to invest in that, they will project out 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and that they think here's how long it'll take us to reach profitable. And as long as they hitting their little KPIs along the way, it will demonstrate that that plan is either working or not working. And then they'll make adjustments, back and forth. But more than likely, you expect to have to subsidize that for, 4 or 5 years easily. And that's part of their plan. Like, they not missing a beat. And they can find that money in they couch cushions. But what happens
that's another thing, though. That's another thing, though. Like, people think just because Microsoft got so much money that they in the business of losing it.
No. That's what I'm saying. They'll have their KPIs, right? Like I was going to say, Mixer's a good example. Mixer's losing money. They knew it was going to take a while for it to be profitable, but they need to hit these metrics along the way. Well, Mixer wasn't hitting those metrics along the way. Engagement wasn't going up. They got all these personalities in there, celebrities or whatever it is. The engagement is not going up. They can't sell ad revenue. The ad revenue is not increasing. The streaming numbers are not increasing. The viewer count is not increasing. So they realized, hey, we can't sustain this over the length of time that we wanted because it is not meeting even the performance goals that we set along the way. So they get rid of it. So you're right. They definitely not in the business of losing money, but they also understand that in order to make money, you might not make it in the first 2 or 3 years. A lot of the things that they make money off of now, it took them 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years to build up. Like Azure, it took them a decade to build Azure. But look at it now. All that money been made back.
Right. I don't know.
So you just got to be performing along the way.
We're going to see. We're going to see how long this shit lasts, because I don't think it's sustainable to last.
Well, see, that's the thing. If they not hitting their numbers, it won't last. That's the thing. Like
but without people paying full price, they probably not going to hit their numbers or not hitting their numbers. If people ain't paying the full price.
No, they looking at just numbers. They don't care how it gets paid for, because over time, So like with subscription services, most people will keep the subscription going, even if it's like 2 or 3 months, because they just be like, well, I don't want to cancel yet or whatever it is. And most people, once they've got attached to the service, they'll just keep it. And so that's what they call retention, right? So if they can get 100 million people trying it for free, and if they can retain 30%, then that's 30 million users. They may lose 70%, but they can retain 30%. And we don't know what their goals are, but they definitely have a retention number that they have in mind. And that's why they give it away. Now they just trying to get people into the service, get people to experience it. Hopefully they'll like it, get them used to it, and then they'll start trying to pay you years down the road. They not caring about that stuff yet. They looking at numbers.
Yeah, I didn't have
That's
it
why
a
they
few different
always say
times.
this many Games Pass subscribers or this many Game Pass users. All of that's all they're gonna talk
So they
about
don't
for
care
a
about
while.
no money coming in.
Not right now, no. That's like right now, like me and you, if we opened up like say a clothing shop, like we want all the niggas to be fly. We already know for the first 2 or 3 years we're not gonna make money. That's part of our business plan. Like that's out there. Our investors, everybody knows we're not gonna be profitable for 3 years, and this is how much we need coming in. But along the way, we want to show that we've got say we have these little discount cards or whatever, who knows, but we sell 10 discount cards a week or whatever it is. And these are things that show that like we are building up profitability over time, but we know we're not gonna make money for the first 2, 3 years. Like we're not even well, we trying to, but like that's not our goal. Our goal is to hit our performance metrics. That's normal. That's everywhere.
Right.
It is very rare for you to turn a profit in the first 1 or 2 years of a new venture. That's extremely unlikely.
We're definitely going to see how long they, this carries on before they up the price of Game Pass or some shit like that.
Or so yeah, they gonna do something. That is for sure. It's not gonna go indefinite. Right now, they are just hitting their metrics, and that's all they talk about. We pleased with the Game Pass engagement, so on and so forth. Game Pass engagement, but like they always talk about that 15 million. If that go down to 3, oh yeah, stuff definitely gonna change.
What
Definitely gonna change.
realistically, what do you like? What do you think is a better service, PS Now or Game Pass? I mean,
I
it's
think
real. I think it's really for me. It's really really simple. It's not even hard to really gauge. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? It's if you could download every game on PS Now, it would be a better service.
True.
If you can download, I think the only reason why I give it to Game Pass is because you can download every game. Because that streaming shit is garbage. You know what I'm saying? I don't
So
like that. That shit is
all right.
garbage.
So here's what the PlayStation crew will say about PS Now versus Game Pass. And so then I'll tell you what I think about it after. So at the end of the day, Game Pass has what, like 200, 250 games, maybe 270.
A lot of
PS
bullshit. A
Now,
lot of bullshit.
PS Now has 400 games that you can download. So even if you ignore the streaming part of PS Now, you still get more downloadable games than Game Pass.
So PS Now got more. I didn't even know that they got more downloadable. Is that true? Because
Absolutely.
you got to fact
Yeah.
check you. We got to fact check you.
Nigga, get
You,
the fact
no,
check and
yeah,
I'll be
nigga,
right here.
we got to
I'll
fact
be
check
right
you.
here when you get back,
You be
sir.
sometimes you be throwing out some numbers that don't be making sense, man. So yeah, we got
So
to fact
PS
check
Now
you.
has 400 downloadable games, and then the rest you can stream. But here's the way I feel about it, and this is just my honest opinion. I don't think anybody can say which one is better. It's always going to be personal opinion. And for me, in my personal opinion, I think Game Pass is the better service. The reason I think it is because, and it changes from month to month. I ain't gonna even lie, but
Hold on,
like
let me just
Game
say this
Pass,
before you go into it.
yeah,
As of 2020, there were over 800 games available on PS Now, and over 300 of them available for download.
there you go.
So,
So
but yeah, let me
PS
hear.
Now.
Okay, so with this, with knowing what we know now, let me hear why you think Game Pass is better. Go ahead.
Well, because like people always talk about more games, right? Like they'll say PS Now has more games, 800 games, and to me that doesn't mean anything. It has to be more games that I actually like or I actually care about. Like if it's just having more games like Bleeding Edge is not doing anything for me, just because it's more of it doesn't mean it's better. It's just more for me to choose from. Anyway, at the end of the day, the reason I think that Game Pass is better is because Game Pass doesn't cost me any real money, and Game
So it's
Pass,
better because you can get over easier.
yeah, like it is free. PS Now, I only pay like $60 a year for it, but it's still like that's real money.
Yeah.
And a lot of the games that I want to play on PS Now are the streaming games. So if I could choose which one of those 800 games I wanted to download, that would make the service better. But the streaming is a lot better too. Like that streaming is a lot better now than it was before. I'm playing God of War streaming and I haven't had, well, I only had one bad experience and they give you the little warning. It's like, hey, your internet is bad. This game is going to turn off in 10, 9, 8. And they do the little countdown and then
Right.
they turn it off if your internet's struggling. But for the most part, the streaming on PS Now is good. People need to give it a second look. I do not think PS Now is a trash service. Matter of
Nah,
fact,
that
I think
input
it's an
lag.
excellent
I don't
service.
like that input lag. I mean, I tried it not too long ago. Um, yeah, I don't really like it. If every game was downloadable, definitely Game Pass. PS Now take a dump on Game Pass because just looking at the list of games that's on PS Now, it's just. I mean, it doesn't even compare to Game Pass. It's just the streaming part. Like I said, if every game was downloadable on PS Now takes a dump on fucking Game Pass. It's not even close.
Game Pass usually has newer games.
They
And
do. They
again,
do.
it changes from month to yeah,
They
like
do.
so it's like I don't know, Game Pass is just like more current, I guess, like more curated, which isn't to say that PS Now is bad though. Like I hate really like comparing them. I think they are both excellent services. At the end of the day, I have both and I'm happy with both. I have zero regrets. But like I said, Game Pass really is free. And it's free for me until 2023 and longer, as long as I keep getting these reward points.
You are using it on the PS5, right?
Yep, PS5 and PS4. So like for a while I couldn't go down to my game room. So I had my PS4 up here with me and I'm a pro, and so I was playing on my pro up here, and then when I was finally able to go downstairs, yeah, I just jumped on the PS5 and kept right on moving.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. What we got here? Shout out to Mighty Moses. He said, that's why I always wait for PlayStation systems and their games to go on deep sales. Play the one and done games and never use the system again. Alright.
Man, please. PlayStation got the best version of multi-plats.
Shout out to Komodo Khan. He said, all topic, y'all. My apologies, but how y'all feel about this new Mortal Kombat movie in April and Godzilla vs. Kong coming in March? Those are my day ones. Hold on, let me come back to that. And then we got Super KMW. He said, when folks start canceling, they need to leave gaming or fuse with someone they know what they are doing. All right.
Microsoft know what they doing.
All right. Now, I did see the screenshots for the new Mortal Kombat. Yeah. I'm going to have to wait to see the movie. Because the screenshots didn't do a goddamn thing for me. Like,
I didn't even know it was a new Mortal Kombat movie.
yeah, it's coming to HBO Max in April. Yeah, the screenshots didn't do nothing for me. The screenshots didn't really. I didn't see the screenshots. It was like, oh shit, I can't wait to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait to see this. That
Is
shit
it a
gonna be
trailer?
fire.
I guess I'm gonna Google around for the trailer and see what they talking about.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. But from the screenshots, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
But no, the screenshots was all on Twitter. How the hell you miss it?
Bro, you know I've been dealing with stuff.
Yo, you on Twitter all the time, dog.
False. Not these past couple of weeks. This weekend I started getting back on my thing, but no, not all before.
Yo. Yo, yeah, they should. I don't know. The screenshots just really ain't do it. But I'm definitely happy that they moved Kong up. I'm definitely glad about that.
Yeah, I'm all over that.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad about that. I'm definitely right before it drops, I gotta watch Kong Skull Island. I'm gonna watch that again, and then I'm gonna watch King of the Monsters, and then definitely gotta get ready for that Kong versus Godzilla. Man, that thing gonna be crazy. That thing gonna be crazy. It ain't no trailer for the Mortal Kombat yet. They just had screenshots.
Oh, so it ain't no trailer.
No, ain't no trailer yet. Just screenshot. That's what I'm saying. Just based off the screenshots alone, I wasn't really feeling that.
And it's coming out in like 2.5 months.
Yeah, April. April. Yeah, April. But we'll see. We'll see. It is rated R. It is going to have fatalities and all that shit from the game, blood and gore and things like that, which, of course, they didn't show none of that in the screenshots.
Right.
But, yeah, it's going to be rated R, so, we ain't got to worry about that.
Well, that actually leaves room for hope right there.
Yeah, like them last Mortal Kombat movies. You know what I'm saying? Them joints was PG-13, so, I don't even understand how they ever did that. Like, what is the thought process with some of these decisions when you
Because they want to get the kids in there.
Yeah, like what is the thought process of a game that's built off of blood and gore, violence, extreme violence, and all that shit? Then you decide to make a movie, and it's like, yeah, let's make it PG-13. That's exactly what the fans is gonna want and gonna love. That's exactly what they're gonna want and love. I just thought that's stupid. But this one is rated R, so we good to go. We should be good to go. We'll see. But the screenshots alone, nah, I wasn't really.
So it's on HBO Max. I'm assuming it's Warner Brothers that's making it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of that. It's part of everything that went to. It's part of everything.
Yeah.
It's part of that.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I can't wait for that. But them screenshots definitely ain't had me excited. But that Godzilla though, man.
Yeah.
That thing gonna be lit. I can't wait for that one. I definitely need that. I need that ASAP. What you think about it? Are you into that type of shit?
Man, absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we definitely gonna check that out day one. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, facts.
And I'm gonna have me some more Atmos speakers hooked up by then.
Day one. Yeah, that Kong and that King of the Monsters, man, that thing be rumbling, man. That shit be shaking.
Yeah, what's the King of the Monsters? That's the one where they started out with the Frozen one, right? That was the most recent
the Godzilla one. Yeah, that's the most recent one. The Godzilla.
Okay,
yeah. Real good. It's been a while since I watched it, but I know that thing be shaking.
Yeah, it was good. It was definitely good.
Yeah, it's definitely good. Let me see. We got some MPD news to talk about. Nintendo killed it for December.
Killing it.
Yeah, Nintendo. Who the fuck is buying these Nintendo consoles, dog?
Who not? That's the question.
Gee, like, I don't know, man. Like, ain't Nintendo fans going through it right now? They not getting no games. They ain't got no apps. All this crazy shit. Ain't they going through it right now?
No, sir. What you mean they got no games? Nintendo got plenty of games.
I thought they was going through it over some shit. I'm going to be honest. I don't really, like, Nintendo is like non-existent to me in the gaming space.
Oh, man. No, sir. They got plenty of games. Well, they don't have no apps, but that's the point. That when you focus on the games, man, niggas don't care about that other stuff, man. Niggas want games, and they give you plenty of that.
Right. Yeah, that joint is
selling like crazy. And the attach rate, the software attach rate is like sky high.
That shit crazy. But yeah, they won. They won December. I don't know.
They
Some
won
people is
November
like.
too.
Some people is right. Is like. Some people is making it out as if like it's a big deal because it's beating like Sony or whatever like that. But you can't get a PlayStation right now, so like that ain't even like on no that's not even on no damage control though. Like it's not a fair comparison right now because
How not?
there's you can't get a PlayStation, you can't get an Xbox. Like of course the sales are down for PlayStation and Xbox when they can't be sold. You don't think so?
I mean, in a way, I hear what you're saying, and it is a valid point. But the thing is, it's not like the Switch just now started winning once you couldn't get those consoles. The Switch has been doing this for months.
But no, I mean the Switch been winning against the PS4 that people stopped buying because the 5 was on the way, and then now that the 5 is here, people can't even get the 5, and the Switch is still winning. Like do you really believe that if the 5 was readily available, that the Switch would still be winning?
Absolutely, I do.
I don't think so.
I mean, we don't even have to guess. Like in a few short months, maybe about the summertime, everything gonna equal out. We're gonna have these PS5s, and the Switch gonna keep on doing what it's doing.
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think
the
so.
Switch
I think
been
the
doing
5.
it
No,
a
the way the
month.
5 is selling, because even with it being hard to get, it still broke records and all that.
True.
Like
True.
people are still going crazy for that. Like you can still sell the fucking PlayStation 5 for crazy amounts of money. People still buying it for crazy amounts of money. I think that if it was readily available, I think it would have definitely been beating the Switch easy.
So keep in mind, NPD goes by money, right? Not units sold, right?
Right.
So the Switch at a lesser price is winning NPDs, which basically means it's not going to be quite the same, but they have to sell 2 Switches for every one PlayStation or every one Xbox. And it ain't exactly that, but I'm saying it's a cheaper console, so you have to sell more of them in order for it to have more money, which demonstrates just how much people are after this device. Yeah. So, and it's been doing this for months is what I'm saying. Like, not just like the past 3 or 4 months, like the last 8 or 9 months, it has been winning all the NPD stuff.
Yeah.
And they software sales is dominating the charts.
I think it would have been. I think PS5 would have definitely been killing it had it been.
Might have been closer, but I don't think it would have killed it. And you know, I love my PS5.
No, it would have killed that shit, dog.
You just don't like Nintendo because you think it's for kids.
No, Nintendo just corny. They don't make no decent games.
My God.
They don't make nothing decent no more. Nintendo was the shit back in the 80s, early 90s. Nintendo was great up until up to the 64. After that, yeah, I wasn't really around for the GameCube. So I don't really know what they delivered much on that, but I never was like really interested in the GameCube. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really interested in the GameCube, but what they had, or even trying to get to it once I came home. Because once I came home, I wanted to get.
You didn't even care.
Yeah, I wanted to get to the PS2 and all that. Yeah, the last Nintendo console I gave a fuck about was
the N64.
Yeah, 64. And it's 2
That
shit.
joint has some classics on there, boy.
I think 3 Nintendo consoles is in my top 10 consoles of all time. Like people be saying
That
like, oh,
makes sense.
I hate on Nintendo. It's like, nah, I just don't fuck with Nintendo no more. They corny now. You know what I'm saying? They corny. They make the same corny shit, and it's old. I was around for Super Nintendo. I was around when all that shit was hot, and it was when it was original, the original Mario Kart, the original Mario and all that. I was around for that shit. I don't want to play that shit now. I don't want to play Mario Kart now. I beat the shit out of Mario Kart 64. I played that motherfucker backwards and forward. That was my shit. Mario Kart 64 was fire. But now I'm good. Like, they can move on with that shit. They can definitely move on with that shit. I'm just over it, man. But no, PS5 definitely would have beat Switch these last couple of months. That demand is crazy. You're going to see. Like, once that thing become readily available and the exclusives start dropping, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Can't revisit this. Either way, the gamers win no matter what, right? If you're a Nintendo fan or a Sony fan, once them games get to driving up them console sales, that's what we all want.
Now, let's talk about, we got to definitely talk about, I lost my train of thought. We're going to talk about the top selling games of 2020.
Okay. Who is this, Tehran?
Like, spoiler alert, there was no Xbox exclusives on this motherfucker. Spoiler alert, fucking, Bleeding Edge did not make the cut. Spoiler alert, Bleeding Edge did not make the cut. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? We got Theron Aries in here. What up?
Hey, what's up, Hard8? What's up, Code?
What up, player?
Hey, man, chilling, man. Just getting into these topics, man. What we about to talk about next?
We talking about the top 20 games of 2020. Of course, y'all already know number 1 was Call of Duty Cold War. Number 2 was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I said Animal Crossing was number 3.
See what I'm talking about? Huh? See what I'm talking about?
That junk, come on, man.
See what I'm talking about?
First of all, come on. But look, Call of Duty at the top, both games. Like, Call of Duty still got it, man. You got Cold War and Modern Warfare. It's still at the top, dog.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
That's real crazy.
We got Animal Crossing number 3, Madden 21 number 4, Valhalla number 5, Last of Us Part 2 number 6, Ghost of Tsushima number 7, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number 8.
Look at that, Mario Kart. This man talking about they need to stop Mario Kart. That game, 3 years old?
I didn't say they need to stop it. I said I don't want to play it. I
thought you said they can go on with that.
You got Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Final Fantasy.
Look at that.
Final Fantasy Remake, 7 Remake. You got Avengers, Miles Morales, 2K21, Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Look at that. Smash Brothers.
FIFA 21.
Look at that. And none of them games was made this year. You know, all of them games 2 and 3 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They ain't got. That's what I thought the Nintendo fans was complaining about. That like they ain't got nothing new to play. They playing all this old shit.
There's plenty new to play.
But that new shit ain't making this list. Why that new shit ain't on this list?
Because this other stuff selling so good.
No.
You can't get enough of it, man.
We got Mortal Kombat. We got Mortal Kombat 11 at number 16. We got Dragon Ball Kakarot at 17. MLB The Show 20 at 18, Cyberpunk at 19, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater at 1 and 2 at 20, 1 and 2.
Oh man, that's pretty good for Tony Hawk to squeak in there like that.
Digital scales was not included. Digital sales.
Yeah,
not included. Spoiler alert, no Xbox exclusives or any Xbox game, any Microsoft made game is not here. No Gears, no Bleeding Edge, no Flight Simulator, no what else they had?
They had Gears Tactics.
Nothing, none of that.
Ori was pretty good. I can't hate on Ori. But
none of that. That ain't here either. That ain't make the cut. That didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? How many exclusives you got on here from PlayStation? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 joints on there. You got 4, and you got one time. Yeah, you got 5 on here, but one time. Well, you got 4, and then you got one time exclusive, which is Final Fantasy Remake. But they got 5 on here. Nintendo has.
I can't count. What are they?
The 5.
It's Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima,
Ghost of Tsushima, Trash.
Damn, you got
Shima.
Miles Morales,
MLB The Show 20.
MLB The Show is a multi-plat, I thought.
No, that's a exclusive. 21 will be a multi-plat. 20 is an exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you got Final
Then
Fantasy
the
7.
Final Fantasy, the timed exclusive. Okay.
Right. So you got 4 exclusives and you got the one-time exclusive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nintendo got about let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nintendo got 4.
4 bangers, banging year after year.
It's only got 5.
Teron, did you hear that man ask me what? That's just like, man, like McDonald's come out with a new sandwich and like, why this Big Mac still selling, man? Because it's delicious. It's tasty. That's why. Dude.
Yo, it's Nintendo, dog. You know, the families, kiddies. The kiddies
I ain't
love
surprised, man. I ain't surprised. I work in retail, man. A lot of parents was asking for Switches during the holidays, so.
Tell him about it, man. Let that man know.
I mean, it's for the kiddies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, ain't nobody buying that for their husband or nothing like that, or they fucking grown son.
I bought one for my wife, sir.
She's a girl. Girl gets passes. They can play anything. They're not even real gamers, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Hey, this man's views do not reflect mine.
Oh man. Oh man.
Ooh-wee.
Oh man. Hey, shout out to Super KMW. He said, folks out here closet Nintendo fans, and I'm for it. Then we got
no closet. Come on out in the open. Shoot.
We got King Kovu. He said, gotta remember there is a $200 Switch out. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's
no
a
doubt.
fact.
Yeah,
that
no
Switch
doubt.
Lite, I forgot. I got that for my grandson. I forgot about that one.
Shout out to Tony Esquire. He said, I don't take Cold's gaming ignorance personally, as he is basically a retired gaming fraud. Nintendo is only selling as a consolation prize. Yo, I'm trying to get Gaming Forte up in here, but I'm guessing he having some problems, man. Shout out to Gaming Forte, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Forte. Get on up in here. Get your stuff straightened out, man.
Yeah. Shout out to S Blank Sun 95. He said GameCube fire. You capping 8 about Nintendo. What do you mean I'm capping? What am I capping about? Nintendo is trash now. I'm telling y'all, I do not really pay attention to Nintendo. I don't know shit that's going on with Nintendo. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we got this MPD top 20 chart to let you see what's really going on, sir.
But I was playing and loving Nintendo before a lot of y'all niggas was born, man. Like, I've been there and done that already. You know what I'm saying? I was around when the NES was next gen. Right? You've been around when that shit is a retro console. I was around when that thing was next gen. Don't talk to me about this gaming shit, dog. I'm solidified. You know what I'm saying? When I talk, nigga, that shit facts, nigga. I'm experienced around here. I was around when the Super Nintendo was next generation. You know the Super Nintendo.
The Switch is that business.
Listen. These niggas know about Nintendo as a nah. These niggas know about that shit as a retro console. I know about it when it was next gen. Don't question me.
I ain't mad at you, player. I ain't mad at you.
Don't question me. You dig?
Well, how did you fall off? Who knocked you off your square that you can't recognize the greatness and goodness that is
It's
the Nintendo?
old. Like I done that already. It's old. I didn't play the best Mario games. They're all the same now. I mean, I was around when the 64 was brand new. When Super Mario World, one of the best Mario games, was brand new. Like, I did that already. I don't want to play no fucking Odyssey. Throwing my hat and all that shit.
The games is all the same.
Dog, the Mario games are the same.
Teron, you co-signing this foolishness?
Hell yeah, man. Come on, man. The games is similar as hell, man. Come on.
Spoken like a man that ain't played a Nintendo game since he was 8.
Bro, I ain't played Nintendo. Last time I played Nintendo was like 2015, I think.
Well, then your opinion is disqualified. You don't have to send a super chat to say something else, sir. Because this, you talking crazy.
I gotta agree with 8, man. Nintendo for the nostalgia, man. But that's about it. It's nostalgia.
Okay, look here. Let me help both of y'all out one more time. Number 3, Animal Crossing. Number 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 9, Super Mario 3D All Stars. Number 14, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Ain't nobody listening to you niggas, man. These niggas is buying these games like us.
No,
What's
I
up? What's
understand.
up,
People
eight?
explain that.
Cold?
What up? What up?
Soldier
What
for
up?
life.
Soldier for life.
What's
What
good,
up?
peeps?
What's up, player? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, water. I just gotta talk to my boy Eight.
Whoa.
What's up?
Let these niggas know how real Nintendo is.
Nintendo real. I just want to hear the beef he got with Ghost of Tsushima, man. It's the game we've been asking Ubisoft to make for what, almost 8-9 years now.
Talk about it.
Nah,
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima was nothing special. Lack of detail.
Man.
Generic
What?
story.
Huh?
You know, lack of detail, generic story.
Man.
You know
So
what I
here,
mean?
hey,
You walk up
Soldier
steps,
for
your
life.
whole fucking kneecap is in the damn scenery and all that. I'm good
Okay,
with all that.
I give you that. I give you that. That they had little technical flaws.
Hold on,
Yes,
Soldier
sir.
for life. Let me show you how to deal with him real quick. Now, so 8, truth be told, 8 got gaming skills. I watch his videos. I watch his multiplayer content.
Nigga, this ain't
I watch
Scooby-Doo.
him
That
do
ain't no
the
mystery,
workbook.
nigga.
Shut up.
This ain't Scooby-Doo. Niggas know what the fuck I do. What's
I
going
watched him
on?
do the 1 bullet challenge with Uncharted on Grounded.
Yeah.
So he got skills. So because he has them skills, he get a little bit of slack with his little gaming takes that be trash. Because at the end of the day, you be like, well, he do got skills. So you'll let him slide with this little trash.
I got
he talking.
experience too. I've been here.
Well,
Yeah, I got experience too, man. I come back from the Atari generation, man. That's where I started.
tell him about it.
Man, I've been playing. I think my first console, what was it, like a PlayStation? I was like, I've been gaming like it's.
You've been
since I was
gaming
3.
since last year, 2020. Stop
Nigga,
it.
please. I've been gaming since '99. I was born '98.
Yo, hold on. First of all, listen. Hold on. Let me address Gay Tony real quick. Listen, Gay Tony. Nobody, you're irrelevant. Your channel dead. You's a dick eater, and you irrelevant. Why the fuck do I want to bring you in here to argue with you for? I would smack skin off your forehead in real life. You look like a girl. You are a sissy,
Don't do
nigga.
it to him,
Like
hey.
I will beat like this little boy. I will beat shit down your leg. Why the fuck do I want to
Don't
argue?
expose him,
Why
eight.
the fuck do I want to argue over Discord, nigga? Like,
Who
get
is
the
this?
fuck, Gay Tony. Like
I
this
don't even
nigga.
know who
Oh,
that
wow.
is.
Gay Tony. Like, why the fuck do I want to argue with a fucking sissy online for?
Oh, man.
You wouldn't say none of that fly shit to my face. You know you wouldn't.
Ooh.
Damn.
Like, you wouldn't hit water if you fell out of boat, pussy. But you think you want to talk crazy to me? Fuck out of here. I will beat the fuck out of this. I would stomp this nigga into the finest wine. Easy. Why the fuck do I want to argue with this sissy nigga that perm his hair? Like, go get your hair done, nigga. Get the fuck out my face, dog. Like, I don't know why.
I guess he got exposed.
Yo, this
I
nigga
don't know who
crazy.
he is.
Go get your hair plaited or something. Nigga, get
I
the
see
fuck
people
out of
that say
here.
stuff on the internet that there is no way they would say to
They
somebody.
know they wouldn't, dog. Like, yeah, I don't want to argue, Tony.
Right.
You got it. I don't want to argue. I don't want. We can't even understand your ass. You sound like your tongue fat, nigga. We don't even know what the fuck
Damn.
you talking about. We don't understand you, dog. Like, I don't
Jesus.
want to argue. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, Gay Tony. I don't want to
What do he
argue.
want? Like, what is his point? What he trying to prove?
He
what is this about?
he got mad because he made a video telling people his favorite jerk off material, and he got mad talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he made a video talking about, and then on the
You
video,
gotta say pause behind that, eight.
yo,
What?
Paul. Yeah, I mean, pause. Then on the video, he talking about he like to watch porn with a man is packing. Pause.
Oh, wow.
And all this other gay shit. So
Are you for real? Or are you making
yo, I don't make this shit up, dog. I don't make this shit up.
Oh, man.
So of course, just like any of these other frauds, they want to resort back to the life behind bars shit. You know what I'm saying? With the incident I had in fucking prison, because Tony would have got fucked. Like they'd have put him in lipstick and fucked him all over the block. You know what I'm saying? Because he's soft. But so you know what I mean? I started fucking with him about that and shit. Like, why the fuck you making a video telling niggas your favorite jerk off material? Like, what the fuck is this? So he tried to say like,
Right.
let's talk about pussy was the same thing. I'm like, no, the fuck it ain't. Like, if anybody watched that shit, you know it's not the same. And then he on a video talking about he like to watch porn with a man packing, or if the man ain't packing, it throws him off a little bit. Some old freak shit this nigga talk about. I'm like, yo, what
you gotta block him, hey. You need to block him on the block list, man.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't want to argue, dog. Like, you're irrelevant to me. Like, I don't want to argue about this shit.
So he want to come in here and
he want to come in here and argue. Like, where do we argue? I don't want to argue and say nothing that you wouldn't say to my face, dog. So I'm good.
Right.
This nigga like 90 pounds, soaking wet. He built like a little girl. Like, get out of here, man. Like, I don't want to argue.
He might be trying to turn you,
Man, listen, I don't want to argue with now. I'm past that. I don't want to argue with these bitch ass niggas over the internet no more, dog. Like, the fuck? These niggas is pussy, dog. I don't want to argue with you niggas. You niggas ain't,
it's
y'all ain't
2021.
fighting nothing. Y'all ain't beating up nothing. Stop. If you ain't gonna say none of that shit to my face, I don't want to hear it, dog. I'm past that nowadays. I did that shit already. I did that shit for years, arguing with niggas over the internet. I'm done with all that. I'm done. I'm done with all that.
Hey, Tony in the UK, so like, how could y'all even meet up anyways?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm not trying to argue with. That's what I'm saying. You all the way over there somewhere safe. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Fuck out of here. Nigga irrelevant. You're irrelevant in the community. Go dick eat BG and them niggas or something. Get the fuck out of here.
Where he at in the chat? I don't see nobody named Gay Tony out here.
No, he's Adventures of New Yokio. That's his profile.
His name need to be Gay Tony. Get your nut ass out of here. Fuck out of here.
Also, Gay Tony ain't his real name.
It is now. It is now. That's what I'm calling him for now. I'm not even trying to. I ain't got nothing to say. Like, get out of here. Like, go kick rocks, man. Go play in traffic or something, man. Get out of here. Yo, can't none of y'all hype me up talking about somebody dodging smoke. Nigga, I've been giving out smoke since I've been here. Nigga, my videos is all public. Ain't nothing going. It's all there. Fuck y'all talking about. How many motherfucking roast videos I done made? How many times I done went back and forth with niggas? Like, what are y'all talking about? I'm dodging smoke from a sissy. Come on, man. What are y'all niggas talking about? Y'all just, listen, first of all, I already know how y'all play. You know what I mean? Y'all instigators, y'all want to see some fireworks and all that. I know how y'all niggas get down. I've been here. Like, come on, stop it. None of y'all
they
niggas
just want to see you get monetized, that's all.
None of these niggas believe that shit. Niggas know damn well ain't nobody ducking no smoke from nobody, nigga. I done pulled up in niggas' podcasts. I done pulled up in niggas' lives and all that shit to handle business when I had to. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
hey, average YouTube gamer said he can set up an exhibition bout if you want to step in the ring with the gloves, player.
Man.
Hey,
Gay, you know that's not happening.
What you trying to do, Gay Tony? You want to meet 8 in the ring, man, South Philly?
Fuck out of here.
Oh, wow. Hey, what if he got 10 stacks to go with that fight?
Hey, what if 8 win the fight, but Gay Tony stick you with like a good hook or something?
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop entertaining this bullshit. For real, y'all too old for this, man. Y'all gotta stop entertaining this bullshit, dog.
Hey, man, imagine if this was 2014 and Tony did this shit. I can imagine how they would have put up a video like, Tony dudes get roasted too. Because I was actually watching the video the other day. You roasted the Double Mint twins. You called them. That shit's still funny.
Who was the Double Mint twins? I missed that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's old shit. Like, that's old shit, dog. Like, I'm off that, man. I don't barely even do videos, dog. I'm off that now. Like, it's no point. You know what I'm saying? It's no point at this point in time. It serves no purpose.
Justin got scary.
Who? I'm scary then, man. Now what?
Then
What's next? What's next?
Like you said,
I'm scary. Now what? What's next?
You scared of gay Tony and just let him know he's the better.
All right. I'm scared, man. I'm scared, dog.
Nah, but Cole, when you get done with this, go on YouTube and type in Hard 8 dudes get roasted. It's a video like of 2 doll babies or something. It's called Tweedledee.
Do anybody ever roast him back? That's what I want to know, because I noticed like when it comes to somebody like Black Bond, he'll roast Bond behind his back, but he won't really roast Bond face to face, man. He know where to draw the line.
Who the fuck is you talking about, Cole?
What? No, you tripping, Cole.
Like, who the fuck is this nigga talking about?
What?
Yo.
Hey, Black Bond came into
He just got roasted like 6 months ago.
Yo, that wasn't even 6 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. You did it behind his back. You and Ravish double teamed him. You wouldn't let the man on there to defend himself. He sure came and checked me on Planet Xbox this week.
Ain't nobody never. Yo, them niggas was handing out invites all the time for AGS if niggas wanted to come on there, man. Matter of fact, I think Ravish told Bond he could come on there if he wanted to come on there. Ravish even told them to invite him to their podcast. They ain't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
Now let's get back to this. You call Ghost of Tsushima trash. Let's get back to this.
Yeah, let's get back
to that.
I'm trying to figure out why you calling this game trash when we asked Ubisoft to make this game damn near 8 years ago.
I don't like, first of all, lack of detail. You know what I'm saying? Lack.
I give you the technical problems they had at the beginning, but on that 5, it's running butter, man. It's running so smooth now,
but I'm quite sure you still fuse through the fucking solid matter. But anyway,
I don't know. I platinum it. I ain't played it yet. I'm on the multiplayer thing now, you know, because I platinum the story. So yeah, I platinum the story. And hey, my gamer tag is public for these, you know, them frauds out there that be keeping this shit private.
It's supposed to be public. You know what I mean? That thing's supposed to be public. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Don't be like Cole.
I just want to tell y'all. I listen to y'all every Monday morning because I can't never catch y'all on my football Sundays. You know, I drive trucks and shit. Y'all be my entertainment through my ride every morning, man, on Mondays.
That's what's up, player. That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah. That thing, don't have your shit public, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's public.
You don't drink and drive, do you, player?
Huh?
You don't drink and drive, do you?
Coffee, that's about it.
That's about it. Hey, shout out to Tony Esquire for the super chat. He said, ask Cole how many Switch consoles he saw going for $1,200 to $200 on $2,000 on eBay, and the PS5 scalpers are still pushing $1,000 units right now.
That's true, but it ain't got nothing to do with it outselling the Switch, though.
Yeah, they would. I mean, the Switch is like what, $299?
Yeah, $299 and $199.
All right. What do we got here? So, see, this what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers pop out the woodwork when they think some drama going down, right? They pop out the woodwork. Niggas, you don't never see in the comments section. All of a sudden, they making appearances and shit. Niggas, man, niggas.
Gay Tony?
No. Shout out to Tony Esquire. No, where I'm at. S Blinkson 95. He said Boomer 8 hating Galaxy the best Mario game. Galaxy is boring as hell. I tried to play Mario Galaxy. I was not into it. It was boring. I'm good. Boring. Best Mario games is 64. Fucking
64 is definitely good.
Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo.
Facts.
Super Mario 3.
Bro, I love Super Mario 3.
And then, the original was cool. That was the shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Can't front on the original. But, the NES.
We know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But that's it. That's it as far as the Mario Brother games go. I mean, Super Mario Wii wasn't bad either. I had beat that too.
Sunshine was cool.
I ain't play. What's that joint? I ain't play Sunshine. I ain't play that. That's the one where you gotta like clean dirt off of the stars and all that. I ain't do all. I ain't play that, y'all. I ain't play that. What else we got? We got Tony Esquire. He said even with bugs, Cyberpunk wouldn't even work on Nintendo's year 2050 console. Speaking facts, the Switch barely handled Cuphead's sketch graphics. Damn, he going off on it. Shout out to the Rhino Auto Body. Said it's going to be Tommy Hearns and Martin all over again. Tony being Martin, of course. Then we got Emmanuel A1. He said, F that. Everybody go make y'all accounts private. The last Mario was dope. What was the last Mario? Is that Odyssey?
I think so.
Yeah, Odyssey.
Odyssey? Nah, I ain't really fucking with that John either. I played a little bit of it. It was alright. No, you know what? No, it was alright. I did like the way it was switched to like the 2D or something like to the old Mario. You know how you jumped in like the wall or some shit like that? Yeah, that was cool. I ain't played it a lot though, but I played like the demo. It was alright. It wasn't good enough to make me want to switch though. It was alright though. But nah, Ghost, man, listen, I ain't like Ghost was boring to me, man. I had to force my way through that shit. Like I said, right away the fucking attention to detail just took me out the game. There ain't no way I'm gonna be slicing and dicing motherfuckers and I don't see no effects. Like I don't see no effects. I'm good. I need to see that.
I mean, I feel you on that, but I still was able to enjoy the game. Like I enjoyed it from beginning, middle to end. Even with the lack of detail, I still liked it a lot.
Couldn't do it, man. You slice and dice a dude, you walk up to him, he just look like he's sleeping on the ground. Matter of fact, a couple of them they don't even look like they dead. They just look like they gazing up at the stars. I'm like, nah, no, man, I can't do this. You're right. I can't do this. Be looking
like they just look like they just daydreaming, honestly.
Clothes
Have you ever seen a dead body? Because that's exactly how they be looking.
No, what I mean is
when you got a samurai slicing up.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no like if you didn't know, you walked up to him, you wouldn't know like what killed this man. I just sliced and diced you with a fucking katana or whatever type of sword. I should be able to know right away. Damn, somebody fucking sliced this dude up. But you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, I had the same problem with Far Cry 2. Like, I think it was like Far Cry 3. I had a big problem with that. Like, you shoot a motherfucker over the AK and then you walk over to him. It's like he just laying on the ground taking a nap. I'm like, nah, I hate that shit, yo. Like, that shit take me out the game, dog.
Yeah, like even in Ghost, when you using like the arrows to take out dudes stealthily, like you don't even see like the impact of the arrows on the bodies either.
Man, stop all this hating on Ghost.
Bro, I love Ghost, but I gotta be real. It was lacking attention to detail. It was.
No, you're lacking attention to detail.
Hey, Cole, stop this, man. I love the game, bro. I loved it. Like, I'll be real with you. I loved it over that other game I ain't gonna mention, but yeah, I can keep it real. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it, but I can keep it real, bro. I love Ghost, but Hard 8's right. It was lacking attention to detail. So yeah.
It wasn't lacking so much attention that it just ruined the game.
I think for me it did. For me it did. Who we got here? Gamer Forte, what up?
Y'all, what up?
Forte, what's up?
What's
DPS?
good?
Yeah, what's up, man? Happy New Year's to you guys. I know I ain't talked to y'all since then.
Yeah, what up?
Well, y'all still talk about the same stuff.
What you got? What you got for us?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh, we was talking about we about to move on. We was talking about the top 20 games of 2020. You know what I mean? The top selling games physically.
Oh, they all Nintendo and PlayStation games.
Yeah, pretty much. Nintendo, PlayStation. You got Warner Brothers in there. You got Activision in there.
What the hell did Warner Brothers come out with?
You got Cyberpunk 2077, Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Interactive.
yeah, I forgot that they're kind of part of that.
They also got Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, yeah, okay. Your Mortal Kombat, well, this like probably one of the best fighting games that came out this generation.
You got 2 Square Enix games in there, so it's when it comes to exclusives,
only thing that
it definitely was dominated by Sony and Nintendo when it comes to exclusives. Definitely.
No, but I think the only thing I had, because the conversation you were having about the difference between Switch and PlayStation and why they were selling like they were selling. I think people kind of don't realize like how scarce the Switch was this holiday. Like the fact that the Switch sold as much as it did is still kind of remarkable because when it comes to the $300 Switch, I didn't have those things in stock for pretty much most of December.
Well, it had to be somewhere for it to be able to sell. I mean
they were
thing with PlayStation.
they were selling them off the website. Look, this is the thing that people don't realize. Switch wasn't like Xbox and PlayStation. They weren't the only ones that were kind of hit by just selling online. Now companies could have sent Switches to stores, but they started to realize that people would just buy that stuff directly offline, and that's where you saw the majority of Nintendo Switches sell at. They sold most of those things through websites on sale, and they didn't even send them to stores. So the fact that you couldn't even walk in the store confidently and find a regular Switch was kind of a problem. Like, people were getting pissed. Like, I literally was sitting, like, let me see. I want to say a week before Christmas, I was sitting on about 36 or 37 Switch Lites. And people was like, well, I want to get a regular Switch. I said, well, you got to get them offline. And then it literally came down to probably 2 days before Christmas when everybody just gave up, was like, I'm just going to get a Switch Lite. Because they wanted the regular Switch, but they needed to get something. Yeah. So that kind of just made the narrative seem like it was going a little bit crazier than it actually did. But the simple fact is, if Nintendo would have had regular Switches in stock, it would have probably been even worse than it actually ended up being.
So if the PlayStation would have been in stock, it would...
He need PlayStation or Xbox or Nvidia to win because he just can't handle.
No, I'm just saying the same could be said about PlayStation.
But no, you know what the thing is though. The thing about PlayStation though, PlayStation said that they sold. And the people keep saying that if PlayStation had stock, I'm like, PlayStation sold more.
They didn't have stock, dog. They didn't have stock.
No. Listen. People keep saying they had they because everybody keeps bringing up 2013, 2014. They said I was able to walk into a store and find a PlayStation. It wasn't as easy, but at least if I tried, I could. Now, the difference is PlayStation even came out and said, we produced more PlayStation 5s than we did PlayStation 4s. They literally laughed at the amount of PlayStation 4s they sold because they round-tripped that number in PS5s. The problem is they were just sold online, and half those systems didn't end up in people's hands because they're still out there in the universe when it comes to the bot land. So Nintendo, on the other hand, they had a whole bunch of they had two different tiers of systems. One sells for literally a quarter of the price of a PlayStation. The other one almost half the price. And the way MPD tracks it and stuff, they say, Nintendo literally is selling 2-to-1 almost when it comes to PlayStation. So if they would have had more than $300 unit out there, how much more of that disparity in dollar amount would it have been? Because they sold a lot of $200 systems, versus their PlayStation's $500.
Facts.
You said they showed what? What'd you say?
He's saying they selling lower price systems compared to Sony's higher price system.
Yeah, I mean you gotta look at it. You gotta kind of look at that.
Is that a revelation or some shit?
No, but that's the. Well,
MPD
you're saying that
is based off of money, not units sold. So you got to sell 2.5 of those Switch Lites to equal one PlayStation.
PlayStation.
And
they got them to sell it. That's why they don't have PlayStations to sell.
And the man was trying to tell you they low on Switches too, sir.
But obviously they're not that low where there's enough Switches to outsell the PlayStation. So who's lower? Who's lower though? The PlayStation would be lower.
Yeah, that's true, man.
They still outselling them 2 and 3-to-1, sir.
Because they have them to sell. That's what I'm saying. Like, do they not have the Switches to sell?
So let me ask you something, Hard8.
Like, I don't get this.
If they took the number, like if MPD didn't use dollars and cents to basically track this, do you think Nintendo, if everything was square, a whole bunch of PlayStation was out there, they had just as many?
What was that?
Oh, so your thing went off. Do you think that Nintendo and PlayStation would be neck and neck? You think PlayStation?
No, I think PlayStation would have outsold Nintendo. They had the stock. Easy.
Because right now they're selling 3-to-1. We don't even know how many because they don't say the actual dollar amount. But it's like just to think that a $300 system is not going to sell more than a $500 system. And there's more people that are interested in that $300 system because
there's more people interested in the PlayStation.
No, listen, the hype is on PlayStation because it's something new. but you can't
That's
deny.
why, I mean, even off of that alone, it would sell more. We know damn well if them PlayStations was in store, it would sell more.
No, because
at least for the first month.
There were still people trying to walk in stores, buy a PlayStation, and they were buying Switches at the same time. They wanted both.
Listen, man, I don't know about all that. We don't know about all that. We can't really gauge that.
It ain't no one to know. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
Man, we can't gauge all that people wanted both.
Do you think they just settled for
the man
Switch?
selling? The man
do you think they just like Hard8?
No, the man works at one GameStop, dog. Like, do anybody even go to GameStop? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, no GameStop had them, bro. Let's be real.
What I'm saying is, at least for the first 2 months, if the PlayStation was available, it would sell. This shit is a phenomenon. The Switch is not. You got people all over. You got people all
that's
over.
The problem right there. You won't accept that the Switch.
You got people all over social media talking about what would you do for a PS5 and all that shit. They not doing the same thing.
Wait, hold on. What is the year the Switch came out? What was it? 2017.
I don't know what year that shit came out.
What year did it come out, Cole? 2017,
I don't know.
right?
I thought it was like 2008.
Cole don't even know. But go ahead.
It might have been 17.
Go ahead.
I think it's 17. I think it's 7. Listen, I think it's 17, and the Switch is already at 70, going on close to 80 million Switches sold in 3 years.
The Switch is a phenomenon. 8 can't accept it.
It will be 4. The Switch will have been on the market 4 years in March, and they already close to 80 million units sold. I mean, that should tell you something right there. When did PlayStation hit that night? Trust me, it's not even the fact that you just try to cap for Nintendo. You know, we all grew up with the shit. Nintendo doesn't really speak to us like that. But it just comes back to the narrative that people forget that there's kids born every day, and there's people out here that's buying these things, especially now that their kids are getting to the point where they say, I can give you a $300 handheld, because that's what the 3DS was. They're kind of conditioned that way to say, yo, I can let my kid hold this in their hand and not really worried to keep them busy. Especially if then they got that system that they can have at the house with the PlayStation. Nintendo is the ultimate system that everybody has in their house. They have a PlayStation or an Xbox, and the Switch is the complementary system.
That shit ain't in my house.
That ain't in my house either. But listen, this is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I got
for November and December. If the PlayStation 5 was readily available, it would have outsold the Switch. I believe it would have outsold the Switch.
Probably in November, but probably not December.
November and December, I believe it would have outsold the Switch.
Yeah, come on, bro.
PlayStation. Well, let's look at what actually happened. Let's look at this top.
Yeah, what actually happened, PlayStation 5s, you can't get one. Switch, you can get one a lot easier than the PlayStation 5. And a lot cheaper.
But in order to win the MPD, you got to double the sales up, though.
But they got them to sell. They have them to sell.
Like that, bro.
They had enough. Obviously, they had more than PlayStation. Obviously.
Well, I'm just going off the fact that Jim Ryan and Herman Helsman came out and said that PlayStation has outsold PS4 by.
Okay, that could be fine. That's all fine and dandy. But the demand for PS5 is way bigger than it was for PS4.
It should be way bigger than. Okay.
Can you accept that the Switch is a phenomenon?
It's a phenomenon.
No, it's not.
Okay, well that's the problem.
You're just not in that ecosystem.
I can't accept that. The PlayStation
is that just more? Is that just more the fact that you just don't jive with Nintendo no more because it just don't speak to you no more? So you just can't even count them as part of this fight?
No, what I'm saying is not like I said. People I know they not looking for a fucking Switch. They was looking for a PS5.
You know,
everybody I know.
You know 4 people.
All right, well, the 4 people I know, they wasn't looking for no Switch. They looking for a PlayStation.
This the thing. This the thing.
I didn't see a whole bunch of memes talking about what would you do for a Switch. I seen a whole bunch of them talking about what you would do for a PlayStation 5.
And you also seen this top 20 list of Switch dominating the charts with 3 and 4 year olds.
Switch didn't dominate the charts. You got PlayStation on there more.
But in lower positions, sir.
Listen, it doesn't.
It still made the top 20,
it doesn't act like PlayStation has a way bigger fucking selection of games to choose from. Where when you go to Switch, you got Mario and Mario. Like what the fuck? And Smash.
Well, you know what?
That the Switch is a phenomenon. And that's
well, you know what? The thing, okay, if I wanted to throw Hard8 a bone on this situation,
man, you ain't gotta throw me shit.
Nintendo,
I'm telling you what it is.
You know, I'm gonna have to throw the dog a bone.
Nah. We know damn well if the PlayStation was available to buy, it would have outsold the Switch. It would outsold it.
I got a different question.
Go ahead.
Forte. Let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
Hard8, are you saying that the PlayStation would have sold 3 times what it did now? So what they sell, 7 million? Wait, what they sell? Forte? I don't know the number.
They came out 7 something.
Go ahead.
So you saying they would have sold 21 million if they was available?
If they had 21 million, I think if they had,
what they would have had to do to outsell the Switch.
Okay, if they had 15 million to sell, I think they would have sold every last one of them.
I said 21.
I think if they had 20 million, they would have sold every last one of them.
Well, the Switch did sell every last one of them, so we ain't got to get
pretty much.
Well, they had it. They had them sell.
Well, they would have sold more.
They had them. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, you can say the same for both.
Well, look, the only thing I'll say on the situation is this holiday, that's what I kept telling people on different podcasts and even on my video. I just said, yo, whatever system has what the availability.
Hold on, I don't even know why y'all sitting here. Listen, Sony got over three consoles that sold over 100 million. Why are y'all sitting here acting like Sony PlayStation is because as big as it is? Y'all really trying to downplay it.
Nobody said it wasn't big, sir.
Yeah.
But y'all acting like this shit is far-fetched, knowing their past, knowing what they have done to history.
No, that's not true. We're not the ones in denial. We acknowledge that the PlayStation.
No, y'all are acting like surprised. Like, oh, you think if they had 20 million that it would have sold? Yeah, nigga, hell yeah. Yes.
PlayStation has done its most popular that it's ever been.
Phenomenon.
No, what I'm saying is you acting like, Code. You're acting like if they had 20 million, they wouldn't have sold through that shit.
I said they would have to sell 21 million just to be even with what the Switch is doing now.
Oh, the Switch sold 21 million over the holiday season?
The Switch sold 3 times.
Yeah, they sold 21 million.
They sold 3 times as PlayStation.
Okay, they had enough to sell. How long they been around? They've been around for 3 years. They better had the stock.
If they would have had more Switches, they would have sold those too.
We don't know that.
That's true.
We don't know that.
How you on?
Well, dude, you people settled in the end. The question. All right. Well, this is the question I'm going to ask though. So hard. Like this is where I'm coming from with this one. We already know Switch is going to hit 80 million at some point, probably this quarter. Do you think it's going to pass PS2?
No.
No, hell no.
No, it's not going to pass.
Hell no.
Listen, I'm telling you right now,
PS2 got like 145 million.
No, PS2 had 155, something like that.
Hold on.
Ain't they about to come out with a new Switch?
What?
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. And if it's a Switch Pro, all it is just going to add on to the number they have. They're not changing the name of it or anything.
You got to do all that, then that don't fucking count.
Yeah,
well, you know what I mean? The PlayStation 2 did 155 alone. PlayStation 2. There was no PS2 Pro or none of that.
No, they considered the
PlayStation 2.
They had the PlayStation and the PlayStation Slim and everything too.
That's not a Pro, though. Stop it,
bro. You can't do that because it's not like
that's not an updated version.
No, listen, I'm not saying that the Pro is the thing that's going to put it over. I'm just saying as of right now with what they have.
But you were saying
they're going to threaten. They're going to threaten at least PS4, which is at 120 as of right now. They're going to threaten that.
We'll see.
Now,
all I know is 8 just won't accept that the Switch is a phenomenon.
And I'm just telling people that this new Mario system that they got coming out, they going to sell every last one of those things too, because people just for some reason want to go out and buy a new system to get new color Joy-Cons that they can't buy separately.
I'm getting one,
and they're gonna sell every last one of those too. They
got to do all this extra. So after it's all said and done, if they did pass the PS2, you would think that was fair when the PS2 only sold the PS2. They didn't have to do all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's not talking about the Switch Pro. He's talking about just the different.
But no, he said they got to do all this. Nintendo got to force people to do shit. You know what I mean?
They're not forcing
you. What I'm saying is, if people want to have a different color fucking Joy-Con, they got to go buy a whole nother system just to get a different color. That's bullshit. That's
That's
bullshit.
some bullshit.
It matches. It's a new
That's
system.
bullshit. Why not just let people that don't want to go buy another console buy the different color Joy-Cons? That's bullshit. No, he said it won't be. He just said it won't be no other way to get them different colors.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
those colors are locked to that system. Just like
that's
you can't
bullshit.
Just like you can't get the Animal Crossing. Well, I take that back. You can in Japan. You can't here in America.
Man,
how is that trash? Like, if I want the Last of Us or the God of War themed PS4 Pro,
they do.
We're not talking about a whole console. We're talking about the controller. If you want the God of War controller, you was able to buy that separate. If you wanted the Last of Us 2 controller, you were able to buy that separate. You did not have to buy the console.
Oh, well, let me fall back.
Well, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with him on that.
All I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, I'm just speaking realistically that we already know what Sony does. They've been doing it for years. They were the first console to sell. They was the first company to sell over 100 million consoles. They got the highest selling console of all time. They got 3 consoles that did over 100 million. Like, we're not going to sit here and just act like Sony wouldn't have sold 20 million if they didn't have it. I believe
like the Switch.
I don't think anybody's arguing that fact.
That's what we're not
man. No, Cole trying to argue that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know Cole. You know,
I'm saying that the Switch is the phenomenon, and this man got to accept it.
I don't think so, man. Whatever.
I think that is the biggest difference. It's like, you know, even if we agreed with you on the simple fact that PlayStation is now, that's
I really don't even know nobody that got a Switch. Like, I don't.
No people.
No, my homie. I think my homie do got one. I think he got one for his kids. But I don't really. I never even went to nobody's house and seen a Switch sitting there. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who the fuck buying these Switches.
Well,
man.
I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that because a lot of people like a lot of people that I know. I know a lot of people with a Switch, but not to the level of 80-something million people owning it and stuff. But it's just a simple fact that a lot of people have multiple Switches in their house. It's like it's whole families with like a Switch.
Yeah, we got 3.
Hey, hold on one second. Let me catch up real quick. We got Tony Esquire. He says, "Shut up. You can go to Walmart and Target right now. The only slowdown was at the beginning of COVID season, March to June 19th. I think he's talking about the Switch.
That is false because we tried to get my daughter a Switch for Christmas.
But I mean, you can just go on eBay and get one for a decent price. Like you can't do that with PlayStation. You can buy a used Switch for a decent price. You cannot do that with Pleystation.
You really couldn't.
I never even thought.
Right now, you can't do that. You can buy a used Switch right now at a decent price. You can go on Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and you can find a Switch for a decent price. Try to do the same for a PS5.
I can neither confirm nor deny this statement.
It's easy to confirm. You got your computer right in front of you. Type it up, nigga. It's right there in front of you.
Nigga, you type it up.
Shout out to King Kovu. He said the Switch is the best side chick in gaming. All right.
Facts.
We got another one from Tony Esquire for the super chat. He said, "Hey, kids, smooth clones. Scalpers are buying consoles, not games. Games and peripherals are in every store. You guys sounded like Everest College grads."
Games not in every store. You couldn't buy Spider-Man Miles Morales.
He's not talking about that. He's talking about the Switch, dog. He's not. He's against y'all in the Switch. That's what that's the angle he coming from.
The Switch is a phenomenon. Niggas accept it.
I'm with him.
All right. I mean,
it's gonna be at 100 million by the end of this year.
So here's the thing: nobody has. Well, I don't think nobody has, but I don't think a rational person has a problem admitting that the PlayStation sells like hotcakes and it's gonna sell more. As soon as I can get another one, I'm gonna get one. The problem is 8 will not accept that the Switch is also a phenomenon. He thinks there's only one phenomenon, and that's PlayStation. And that's where he messes up.
Switch is non-existent to me, so I don't even deal with the Switch in no way,
Teron,
shape,
you
form,
gonna co-sign this?
or
Set
fashion.
yourself free, Teron. Are you co-signing this?
I don't know nobody. Like I said, I don't really, when I'm visiting people, I don't see no Switch.
People, sir.
All right, well, them 4 people, they don't have a Switch, dog.
I know a few people with a Switch.
Or you gonna speak truth?
I know a few people that got a Switch.
Is the Switch a phenomenon, Teron? That's what we asking you.
I would have to say, yeah. I do know people that
My
got
man,
a Switch.
there you go. There you go.
I mean, I don't care for it. I don't care
Cool.
for it, but they do. Like,
Yeah, the people want what the people want.
Yeah,
I just don't believe that the Switch is more like popular than a PlayStation, though. I don't believe that. Like,
Well, I think the Switch is more popular amongst the casual gaming market, where PlayStation will always be more popular amongst gamers.
The casual market that exists. Hold on. PlayStation is the reason that casual market even exists.
No, we're talking about the casual market. We're talking about people that literally.
What is more popular? Hold on, right now. What is more popular, the Switch or the PS5?
PS5.
PS5 all day.
It's cold. Cold. What's up?
How are you defining popularity?
Nick, what's more popular, dog? We ain't gotta play semantics here. What is the more popular console now, today?
According to NPD, it is the Switch. According to...
All right, let me get to this.
it is the Switch.
Let me get to this rest of these super chats. Shout out to Super KMW. He said, I play more than Mario and Zelda on my Switch, sir. You got an anime icon, but it's all good. But the Switch is also but the Switch is also a portable too, and historically, portables are by nature high sellers. Right? We are comparing a console to a portable. We are comparing a console to a portable. Okay.
Yeah, that is a real good point.
Shout out to yeah, because in my opinion, the Switch is a portable that you can hook up to your TV. It's
I will say there is not a doubt in my mind that if you could only play the Switch docked at home and it wasn't portable, it wouldn't be as hot as it is.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Yeah, okay. That it is portable is definitely part of the allure.
That's the main reason it took over in Japan.
Yeah, if you it's me, Nintendo had to do the little portable thing with it because, like, the Wii U, that joint was like flopping, so they had to find.
Well, the Wii U was the precursor. That's what they wanted the Switch to be, but they didn't have the technology to do it at the time.
Shout out to Super KMW. He said, "But everyone knows Sony PlayStation are the kings of gaming and have been for years. Even though that's irrelevant to me, the facts are the facts." All right. Then we got Dutch has a plan. Shout out to you for the super chat. He said, "Sorry, I'm late. 8. I got lost and had to follow Cole's fallen dreads on the ground to find my way back. But anyway, the PlayStation 2 is still the most dominant console."
Man, dog. Can't be telling you that your braids falling out your head, man.
Damn, dog.
God damn.
Hey, I'm happy to help the community any way I can, man.
Oh, man. Damn, hold on. I got some people to get up in here, man. Whole lot. All right, man. Let me see who we got here. Who else we got here? I don't know who that is. Let me see. What is this?
Dutch said,
calling this motherfucker?
Dutch said, "Thanks to Xbox in the cloud, my phone is a portable Xbox."
Damn, dog.
I mean, dude, that thing is good, but it's hit or miss. It depends on your area.
Xcloud, yeah,
it's hit or miss. I mean, sometimes it works real good, but then sometimes I'm like, what was I thinking?
Hey, Gamer Forte, what's your gamer tag?
Same thing that is here.
Gamer Forte, just shit public?
Yep. Yeah.
Everything public. All right. Who else we got here?
Man, I'm stuck in God of War.
Smooth?
Is that Smooth coming in?
Well, he might have left out, but he tried to get. He called me earlier. I didn't.
He was just coming in, then he faded. I look like Jay Harvey made it in. Where my dub at, Jay?
Nigga, shut up. Am I listening?
He said, "Where my dub?"
I'm over here listening to this dub ass Nintendo talk y'all doing.
Oh man,
that shit stupid. That shit was in stock all last year. I was on BestBuy.com. It was I could have bought 4, 5, 6, 30 of them bitches if I wanted to. What y'all looking at?
Nigga.
Man, you need to direct half these people on the internet to that website.
Oh no, what y'all talking about? Them shits, it was in stock all year.
BestBuy.com. Let me go there right now.
Nintendo is in stock right now.
Nintendo in stock right now? Is it in stock right now? Hold on. Don't tell me it's in stock right now.
It's in stock, all of them.
Yeah, they in stock right now.
Oh, hold up, man. You just sit here arguing me the fuck down, but you can go get a Nintendo right now? And you said that's a phenomenon?
No, it's sold out. Nintendo Switch 32 gigabyte console sold out. Sir.
No, hold on. So you talk about the Switch Lite ain't a part of that?
Oh well, the Switch Lite is.
The Switch Lite is definitely in stock.
What did you talk
about? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
the Switch Lite is stock. Yeah, the Switch Lite is definitely in stock.
The Switch Lite does not go with the MPDs. Is that not? Is it?
Yeah, they do.
We wasn't arguing that.
No, you're right. They do count them with the. They do count them with the regular Switch.
Yeah, but we wasn't arguing. We was arguing the fact that the $300 Switch is the one that everybody wanted.
Hold on, but nigga, no. So you threw some salt on that. Nah.
Listen, no heartache.
No. Hold up. Time out. No,
he said that from the beginning.
No, y'all threw some salt on that shit because y'all made it seem like you couldn't get a Switch at all.
Hey,
no.
Hey, hold on, Forte. I got you. The man said he had about 15 to 30 Switch Lites in the store. People didn't want it because they wanted the Switch. He sent them the websites, and about 2 days before Christmas, they was like, all right, give me the Switch Lite since they couldn't find the Switch.
The difference between the Switch Lite and the regular Switch is that you can hook it up to the TV. That's the only difference.
And the handles don't come off. The Joy-Con don't come off. The Switch Lite.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't need them to come off if you can't hook it up to the TV, right?
If you wanted different colors, you would, sir.
Oh, my God. Anyway, what you like, the pink one? Anyway, listen.
Oh my God!
Listen, the Switch Lite is definitely readily available. You can go get it right now at your local Best Buy.
Yeah, that's true. I see the Switch Lite right
there.
Yeah,
Switch Lite. I can take a picture of them. I got like 40 of them in my back room.
That's available.
Yeah. Hey, Forte, I'm gonna need you to put me up one of them Mario switches as soon as you get it, bro.
Oh, you need one? I got you if you need one.
Shit, you can go to Target. You can go to Target and get the $2.99 one. That's in stock right now.
Well, I work at Target, man. That's like, man, them Jones in stock, man. They ain't.
They in stock. It's in stock at Target.
Yeah, you can go to Target.com.
But y'all talking about this shit is a phenomenon, though.
Go there right now.
But y'all saying that this shit is the same as a PlayStation right now. Come on.
No, we saying it outsold the PlayStation.
Because they was in stock. Exactly. They in stock. You can go get one right now.
Dude, wait. Is this Christmas time still?
No, it ain't Christmas time. It ain't Christmas time. Hold on. Time out. No, it is not.
Spent their stimulus.
No, it ain't Christmas. But I guarantee you, if a PS5 came in stock right now, it'd sell out in seconds.
I agree because it's still
because PS5 is a phenomenon. That's why.
But this is the thing. Hardy. Nobody is basically telling you that PlayStation would not sell if they didn't have stock. We're just saying if they had that many systems, like if PlayStation had 25 million systems out there, they would have sold 25 million systems. They just didn't have it. Nintendo had the stock, so they won.
All right,
okay, then what are y'all talking about then?
Okay, then
we said very clearly, we whittled it all down. We said we can easily accept that the PS5 is selling like hotcakes. We have no problem with that.
And the Switch is not a phenomenon.
Hard 8 will not accept that the Switch is also a phenomenon.
It's not, because you can go and get one right now.
Hard 8. What did you say before this conversation even started? When y'all read the NPD, you was like, you said Switch came number 1. Why is people still buying the Switch? The fact that you said that, why is people still buying
settling?
The system?
People are settling.
No, you don't settle for it.
Settling.
You settle. No,
they settled 80 million.
They like, listen. They like, hey, I'm familiar with Mario. Give me that. I can't get a PlayStation 5. Give me that. It's $200 cheaper. Give me that.
No, Hard 8, you can stop that, Hard 8.
That's too much.
Let me say something.
Stop that, bro.
All right, hold on. Before you go, let me read this super chat. Shout out to Super KMW. He said, I'm not too pressed to show a bunch of men my face, sir. Laughing my ass off. I wish the Switch. What? Who asked to see your face?
What?
I wish the Switch.
What the hell are you talking about?
I wish the Switch was undeniably the best.
I'm wanting to see the man face.
I never said shit about that man face.
I don't know, man.
I wish the Switch was undeniably the best to make these ponies, puntas bleed, though. All right. And then we got Ani Thoughts. Why Hard 8 pressed that Nintendo winning? I'm not pressed. I'm just saying, put the facts out there. That's all. Don't say that people act like Nintendo won because it's just that much better. No, it won because it was actually in stock and the PlayStation wasn't. That's why. Like it's not a
don't listen to Nintendo-centric people.
And they
then
bought
you get
it.
that idea.
All right, it's time to move on. I'm done talking about Nintendo. You know what I mean? Game and
I was
Forte.
wondering why you spend so much time on this.
No, you derailed the motherfucking podcast. That's all.
Yeah, this shit went off that. This
All right,
shit
well,
went deep end.
I jumped in just to talk about that for a second because I'm about to get ready to go back to work.
I gotta blame somebody, man. But anyway, you gotta go back to work.
Yeah, I'm at work right now.
Hold on, GameStop closed, ain't they?
We close in 10 minutes.
You ain't nobody come in all day. You've been bored in a motherfucker.
Oh no, I've been sitting in the back room on lunch for the last 30 minutes.
Oh, all right. We about to talk about this
That
Indiana
seems why you're
Jones.
going.
Well, you about to talk about this? Oh, I guess I'll stay for a second.
Yeah, we about to talk about Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's what I came in.
I mean, what the fuck can I say? What they show? What do we know? What's going on? Yo, I am gonna say that Indiana Jones game that was supposed to come out way back in like 06 or whatever like that. That joint looked nice. Remember that shit? He was fighting on top of the trolley car. It was like in San Francisco somewhere. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Y'all remember that? It was gonna be for 360.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I was too young for that. So
what the hell can we say about this Indiana Jones? What do we know? What do we see? What's going on?
Right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why exactly people really like hype for it. Like we ain't really see nothing. Like
I'm hearing this is gonna be the answer to Uncharted. This is gonna be the answer to Uncharted, and this is gonna be exclusive to Xbox. Where is this coming from?
that's what I
You
was
ain't
trying to
got
figure
no
out.
whipping
Like,
Uncharted. This is totally different. This is going to be the system seller for the Xbox. Everybody, every child, up the way up to the 80-year-old, are going to get the Xbox, and so that they can get Game Pass and they can have a whip. You can whip a motherfucker and have a fucking cowboy.
We don't even know if it's gonna be
When this
exclusive.
nigga get in here?
Hold on.
What is going on?
Oh, he's been here for a second. We don't even know if it's going to be exclusive to Xbox. I thought if it was, wouldn't that have been something that Microsoft would have put out right away? Now, at the same time,
They can't yet.
Xbox.
That deal still ain't went through.
The deal still ain't okay. We're gonna talk about that too, because I'm tired of that excuse. But anyway, the Xbox did retweet the Indiana Jones, but as far as I was told, PlayStation did not retweet it. So I don't know if that's something to go off of. But first of all, where's the public information about this deal, and it's not finalized yet? And
It's
this,
February.
where is this at?
Common knowledge.
It's from who?
February, it's like
Can you direct
February,
me? Direct me.
or March.
I would like to read this for myself. Can you direct me to that? Link me to this.
yeah, I'm
Hold
about to
on.
look that up right now.
Link me to some credible source that has the inside details on this goddamn deal to let you know when it's finalized and when it's not. Because they damn sure adding them games to Game Pass already. So when the fuck is how do y'all know when it's finalized or it's not and this, that, and the third? Like, I'm tired of this fucking excuse. I need some concrete evidence. I need some concrete evidence that the deal is not finalized and they have to wait to announce shit and all of that shit. Because they damn sure came out and told you they were spending $7 billion. They damn sure started adding their games to fucking Game Pass. But no, the deal is not finalized for them to be able to say this is going to be exclusive to the Xbox or not. Because they keep playing around with this shit.
So here's the quote from CNBC, from CNBC.com.
When was the date on this article?
Let me scroll back up.
Polygon saying
September
they acquired them.
21st, 2020.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, y'all go ahead. I gotta scroll back.
Okay,
down.
because I keep hearing that the deal not finalized, so Microsoft can't say if this shit gonna be exclusive
that's
or
true.
not.
That's true. Like any major purchase like that deal, like it has to be examined. They got to make sure it wasn't no funny business. All of this stuff has to happen.
So
the deal goes through.
So as of right now, since the deal ain't finalized, it can fall through and not happen at all, and then they would have to come out and say, "Hey, it didn't work out. Sorry."
It could. That is a possibility. Yes.
That would be a PR nightmare.
It would. They don't expect it to go that way, but
Because
yeah,
a lot of people that went and bought Xboxes just for this deal, right?
makes sense to me.
So that would be a PR nightmare for them to go ahead and put this work out, to put this information out, if they knew that it may or may not even happen, or it's a possibility that it might not happen.
Yeah, all they did was announce their intention to buy ZeniMax. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen. All right.
Yeah, I was on Polygon.com, like the article from September. I don't see nothing saying that the deal hasn't been finalized. Like,
that deal ain't gonna be finalized until Microsoft. You don't think they gonna come out here and scream to the moon when that deal finalized?
I mean, I thought they was already screaming to the moon. I seen fucking Aaron Greenberg, Phil Spencer. They run around retweeting everything they got to do with that shit in that deal.
Well, they also they also retweeted the Star Wars stuff from Massive Online Entertainment when they announced that stuff for Ubisoft.
Right.
I mean, when you
maybe
ain't
they got
making
some
your
time
own
exclusive
game, you
deal or
gotta
something.
retweet multi-plat news.
All right, hold on. Let me get to the super chats real quick. Where we at? Let me see. Okay, shout out to nope, not right there. Anithox, yeah. Shout out to Anithox. He said Xbots want climbing walking simulator now. Shout out to Yo Boy Roy. He said, I just linked you guys on Twitter. That is what Google Trends say about most search term. Mind you, I use PS5 instead of PlayStation 5. Okay, yeah, I just seen it. I clicked on it and
Hey, I just put this link in this chat. It says that the acquisition, subject to customary and regulatory approval, is projected to conclude in the company's second half of fiscal 2021.
projected. So it could have concluded already.
No, it can't. No, that's
that's just a guess. That's not factual. They
Well,
said
they're
projected.
They're saying that's like saying, okay, me and you gonna go to court and we're gonna have our trial, and they say the trial is projected to be 2 months out. They not like
No. That ain't that ain't how that works. When you get a court date, when you get a court date, you get a court date.
Bro, the process of getting a court date is not like you just go down there and get one because you want one. They know about how far out it will be before you get a court date.
Yeah, it's
and when
usually
they
like
tell
30
you
to
that your
45
date
days.
is projected in the future, like right now, I go to my attorney, I say I want to do this, or this. I want to buy this or this. They, okay, well, we can probably get in about a month and a half. He's not giving me no exact date. He's letting me know about when we can expect to go in and on the closing, but he won't tell me no exact date until he, talk to the people and do all the stuff.
That's something totally different.
Did you say what date was the?
Hold on, go ahead. What you said? Go ahead.
It matters which. What are you talking? Are you talking about criminal, or are you just talking about just general? Like you suing somebody?
I'm saying, experts in the field know about how long it takes something to happen.
It matters what it is, though. It don't work.
Sure. And so in this case, the people at the NASDAQ know how long it takes for the regulation committee to do its job and before a deal is finalized.
Okay, that's true.
So the question I have, what did you say the projected date was, Code?
It doesn't. It just says the company's second half of fiscal 2021.
Okay, so that's kind of crazy because, this goes back when you just don't really listen to what execs say, because what Microsoft and Xbox have been saying is pretty much February, March, which is the end of their physical year of this year. If they're saying the second half of fiscal year 2021, that means
but it's fiscal 2021, not calendar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But their calendar 2021, their second half is going to be in like August.
Oh, yeah, I don't know all that. It's just
because
Microsoft announced its plans to acquire.
Yeah, because their calendar year for 2020 goes from what, March to March.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, their physical.
Oh, yeah.
Year
So then that
March.
would be like if it's the second half. Yeah, that'll put it back.
Yeah, but hold on. But my thing is
in August.
My thing is that they have already made things happen as if this deal has already went through, like adding the Bethesda games to Game Pass and all that shit.
Well, I think that's kind of a goodwill thing because they already been adding those games to Game Pass. At a certain point.
So you think them games got added outside of the deal?
Yeah, those games got added just because
Fallout 4 was in there for a while. Before, not.
But like Doom Eternal. Like, didn't they add Doom Eternal?
They did. Yeah, right after the deal, they did. Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. You think Doom Eternal got added outside of that deal?
I do.
I do too. I think it was just a goodwill thing because I don't think anything is going to happen drastically that's going to torpedo this deal. So they're basically saying that this deal is going to happen. We just got to wait for the red tape to get cut. And once it's done, then we can start talking about these acquisitions and stuff. Because that's the reason they can't come out. That's why Phil Spencer keeps saying I can't talk about what they're doing officially, because they haven't acquired them yet.
Yeah, he has no oversight over it. Yeah.
Yep, they have. That's why Todd Howard and Pete Hines come out in these interviews saying Bethesda, even when they get acquired, they're still going to act. 90% of them is still going to be acting the same way that they are now. The 10% is going to be the oversight.
And the reason that's important, y'all, is because like right now, Bethesda and just ZeniMax in general, they are making deals. Like they have like 3 contracts with Sony right now. And if it is discovered that Microsoft is somehow behind the scenes influencing these contracts and these terms and all of this stuff, that will get them in a lot of hot water. That stuff is illegal to the highest order. And so they have to, and not to say they haven't been doing it, but they can't announce it. So they have to be very careful about saying what ZeniMax does versus what Microsoft does. Right now, ZeniMax has its own interests that are separate from Microsoft.
Yeah.
All right. So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Indiana Jones. So, Machine Guns Games, right? Is it Machine Games?
Machine Games, yeah.
Yeah, they're behind. This is the thing that I don't be understanding with the internet is why are people so quick to give credit to companies that haven't really done anything yet? Like, why do they? Like, if you look at their track record, they haven't done anything really special in my.
Didn't they make Dishonored?
No.
Wolfenstein.
They did the Wolfenstein games.
Yeah.
As far as I go, as far as me personally, I haven't beat none of the Wolfenstein games because they were.
I only played the New Order. I only finished the New Order. I never played.
I got them all, but I didn't finish them because I just got bored with them. I wasn't interested.
Well, you expect too much, Hard8. I mean,
no, I expect to be wild. That's what I expect.
What does that even mean?
Yeah,
what the fuck is that supposed to be?
What does that mean?
What the fuck?
No, let me explain myself.
Yeah, let him explain.
I listen, I hear you speak and commentate on what you like. In my opinion, I think you just expect more than you really should. I mean, you can have your own, you can like whatever you like, whatever. It's your opinion. But when you talk about games like Ghost of Tsushima and you say that you didn't like the game, what did you think about the actual mechanics of the gameplay of the game? Because you keep talking about, the foot goes through the stairs and there's no attention to detail. But what about these are video games? What about the core gameplay? And you want to talk about you can't enjoy a game if it doesn't have a story. We got books and movies for stories.
Wait, why are we still on this type of discussion though? Video games can have a story and good gameplay. Why we still got to do one or the other? I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
At its core, video games is all about the gameplay.
No, this ain't back in the day. This ain't 1986, nigga.
Yeah,
now we got full stories in games, dog, and that's what I like, and that's what I'm. You know what I mean? And you tell me I expect too much, but there's companies that have given me what I expect.
I know, but
I definitely expect basic shit to happen when it was done on previous generations or years ago. Like there is a time where. Certain attention to detail should automatically be in the game. It's no more. We're not at a time no more where shit like bullet damage and car damage should not be in the game.
So how come you love Uncharted then? It's a rated T game.
It's a rated T game.
Right.
But the attention to detail in Uncharted, you can see it though.
The attention to detail is really good and the story is good.
Yeah, but that doesn't have the bullet damage.
Because it's rated T for teen.
Yeah, it's not an M-rated game.
But you still love the game.
If it was if it was M-rated and it did not have it, then that would be a problem. But it is not M-rated. Do I wish it was M-rated? Absolutely.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you saying you like Uncharted right now, but if they gave it an M rating then and it stayed exactly the same, you wouldn't like it no more?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I said if it was M-rated, then I would expect to see bullet damage.
But what if it was just like it is now? They left it exactly the same and gave it an M rating.
Do you really think Naughty Dog would do that though?
No, they wouldn't. Naughty Dog wouldn't. They wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. You see, but you talking semantics though. You're not even. That don't even make sense.
Harvey, you give me my I'm
just saying that don't even make sense. Why would they do that? They got a game that's already like that. The Last of Us.
Hypothetical question. Sir.
No, what I'm saying is that I judge games on differently on what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Ghost of Tsushima is an M-rated game, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to see slash marks. Or
that's
shit
just
like
the
that.
way they designed it. But listen,
that's trash.
I didn't play Ghost yet, so I'm not talking about my personal experience. But what I'm trying, I was kind of saying two different things. I was talking about story as well. But let's stick on what the statement I made was: you expect too much. You expect every game to be of the level of a Grand Theft Auto or like the Naughty Dog games. But
no, that's not true. I don't blame him for that. No, hold on. That ain't even true. I mean, of course, I wish every game was, but that's not true. I expect certain detail to be there. Basic shit. We talking about basic shit. Like, for instance, God of War. If I walk under a waterfall, I should appear as I'm wet. That's basic shit.
It would be nice if that was in there, but I don't see why that would ruin the entire game. Right now, I'm playing Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order, and there's no, I was actually kind of surprised a little bit for a second because I killed the stormtrooper and the body disappears like 10 seconds later, and of course there's no cutting heads off or cutting hands off, but at its core, it's a good game, and I'm gonna finish it and beat it, and I like the game.
But is it rated teen or is it rated?
No, it's T for teen. It's T for teen.
It's T for teen. Yeah, they're not going to show.
I mean, it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
I mean, Star Wars has cutting hands off and decapitations in the movie.
Yeah, but it's without any type of blood or gore.
There's blood in the New Hope. If you watch a New Hope, I know that's probably too old for most of y'all that can't stand that shit. But it came out in 1977 when Obi-Wan is in Mos Eisley and he cuts that alien's arm off. There's blood on the floor.
And now that Disney got it, it's new rules.
And there's blood in the new ones too.
No, they got decapitation on. No, even some of the old Star Wars games had decapitation and all that, I believe. But it wasn't nothing gory. Like you cut a hand off, you wouldn't see blood gushing all over the fucking place.
You could chop animals' heads off in Star Wars in the new one, but you can't do people like that.
Yeah, I beat the new one.
I think the thing is, now I would agree with people if Hard8 hasn't been kind of consistent with this. He kind of got me looking at stuff like that because when I looked at Ghost of Tsushima, no bull. Before I even listened to his opinion on it, I started seeing the damage and see how the sword and stuff worked. I was like, oh man, Hard8 ain't gonna like this, man. He's just been consistent. Like he's been very consistent with the fact that, with the way that a game, like it's not that every game has to have it, but when a game portrays itself in a certain way, it kind of takes you out the element when you cut somebody in half, but it doesn't show it on screen. It's
especially for a big budget game, AAA
or
game.
Even
especially with something like Max Payne, like decades ago did things that games now don't even hardly do.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't need. Go ahead. You got it.
I mean, it's just the fact. It's a samurai game. Like, what do you expect? Like, you should know that shit should be in there. It should be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make sense to not even have dismemberment. Like, it should have it. I should have it in. Brad, do you like Cyberpunk?
That came out in 1954, and that doesn't have all kind of crazy gore and stuff in it. But
that's a movie though.
But apparently we want the games to be more like movies.
No, the attention to detail. A lot of y'all like attention to detail too. Y'all just ignore it because when it's pointed out, y'all like that shit. I don't need to see the retina on a fucking character's eyeball and shit like that. But when it's pointed out, that's nice. But for basic shit, like a samurai game, and even a car game that doesn't have car damage, that shit is the worst.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, I love all that shit too, or a game like the Naughty Dog games. In The Last of Us Part 2, my mind was blown when I used a shotgun for the first time, and I've never seen this in a game before. I killed a dude with a shotgun, and not only was the head blown off, but you could see their brains that was splattered on the wall, and then it slowly dripped down. But
what are you talking about then? You like the shit that what you complaining about?
No, he's saying he can do without it.
My whole point is that's going above and beyond that shouldn't be expected. And
but that's the standard now. If you ask me,
I think in today's time that should be inspected with the type of power, with the graphical power they putting into these games, with the amount of power that they are now working with. I think all of that shit is expected.
And with the more power, that just means that it's harder and harder. It's going to take longer and longer pause for the games to be made. They're going to need to hire 100 more people.
Well, shoot, they already taking 6-7 years.
You know what I mean? They already taking longer. And just because they take longer don't mean you're going to get a good game. Look at Cyberpunk. And speaking of Cyberpunk 2077...
that's what I wanted to say. Before we get to the sci-fi, I wanted to say about you was right about that attention to detail, because right now PS Plus got Shadow the Tomb Raider like for the whole month free. So I downloaded that, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That game is missing attention to detail. It's really throwing me off. I'm trying to finish it, but it's really throwing me off with the lack of detail in Shadow the Tomb Raider. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's another game. That was another franchise that's overall part one. Rise and Shadow is missing detail like a motherfucker. Especially bullet. It don't have no bullet damage.
Yeah, that's what really threw me over. I'm like, this is like, what the hell? It's like, and Laura Croft, she moves like, she butt naked. Like, she moves very fast. She got these heavy ass guns and she don't move like she got weight. And I'm like, this is what they be talking about.
That's how.
Yeah, the controls been floaty on.
Last has been like that on PlayStation 1, 2, all this. It's been like that for a minute.
Oh, well, this is my first.
No, it was a little bit more. It was more grounded on PS1 and all that.
Thanks doing all them damn backflips and shit.
Yeah, but now it's a little bit more floaty. Like you could jump in the air and fucking glide and shit. Like
this
Michael
girl be
Jordan
jumping like she's Spider-Man or something. Like it's crazy.
Jump like Michael Jordan in that motherfucker, man. You know. Speaking of Cyberpunk, I think who was it? It was Bloomberg. I think did an interview with like over 20 former and current developers.
No, that was the other dude, Jason Schwartz.
I know he reported on it, but it was a Bloomberg. Okay. Yeah, he talked about it, but
it was Bloomberg.
Okay. Yeah, they so basically like they said the 2018 trailer or whatever that they had out was fake. Like it wasn't real. That wasn't the actual gameplay at all.
He's talking about the E3 joint when they
E3 joint was fake. They didn't start development until 2016. He kind of threw me off because he said they didn't start development for until 2016, but then he said that the game was third person up until 2016. So
he threw me off with that too. I was like, what?
No, so first you have like what you call like pre-production, and you have like a small staff working on ideas and prototypes and stuff, and then you put the whole rest of the team.
They just making little tech demos, is what you're saying. They making tech demos,
just working on little like preliminary stuff until they get the full team assembled.
So that's development.
Somebody's working on something, but they're not really developing the proper game.
Huh? They will lie.
Hold on.
I guess what he's saying is they're testing it out before they really go through the full development.
That's confusing. Like, if they developing the game or not.
No, development is more than one thing. A development is like 40 or 50 things all combined.
But that's development, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you are developing the game.
So, like, if you got a team of 50 people working on the game, but you take, like, these 10, and we're like, okay, well, we can't get none of the programmers and stuff, but we're going to take us 10, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to make sure that we at least doing this, and this is ready. That's not development. That is just people. I mean, it's technically development, but they're not going to make no progress without that full team.
Yeah. Well, they said that they didn't, like 2016, basically after Witcher 3's DLC Blood and Wine came out, that's when the full team moved over.
Yeah, now we got the developers. Now we can start trying out some of these ideas. Now they may be working on like the game mechanics with the level up system, skill tree. They might be thinking through all of that stuff, how they want it to work. But eventually you got to get somebody to program this stuff. You need to start doing the level design. You need your modelers in there.
Here's my thing.
It takes the full team.
Basically,
I watched Crowbat. What is it? Crowbat video today. Is it Crowbat or Crowbee Cat or?
Yeah, bro, Crowbee Cat. Yeah.
It's Crowbee Cat.
Yeah,
I watched his video today, and after watching that video, I really came to the conclusion that I think nobody should play this game at all. I don't think you should play this game, even when they fix it. I'm talking about even when they fix it. I don't think you should support this game because the shit that CD Projekt Red did, the way they lied, the way
I've been saying this since it came out. Facts.
Like the way they played the people and the way, nobody should support this game at all, yo. They blatantly was lying. All them interviews, they were just lying. They told you that it surprisingly runs well on the PS4 and the Xbox One. They just blatantly lied. And I think even after they fix this shit, if they ever can fix it to where it should be, I don't think nobody should support this game, yo. They do not deserve anybody money. They really need to fill this shit. They really need to know that it is not okay to come out and lie to us the way they did. Yeah. Like, disrespectful as fuck. No, fuck that apology.
Shit about, they talk shit to other.
They can take that.
Other developers.
They can take that apology and stick it up their ass till it come out their mouth, man. Fuck that apology. They knew exactly what they were doing. All the interviews that they was doing, all that shit they was talking. Yo, nobody should support this game, even when they fix it. Buy that shit used.
So the question is this, and you kind of answered the question by what you just did. How many people are? Because we're the mouthpiece. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I sold a good 6 or 7 copies of that game today, and I asked people, I was like, you really got bugs and stuff? They said, yeah, I know, but a lot of the bugs I seen on my friend playing, they said I just laugh at the bugs, but when I saw them playing, it still looks really interesting. So they still came and bought the game. So the question is going to come down to, just like you just did on this podcast right now, how many more gamers are going to go out there and voice their opinion to let the casual market know that this game shouldn't be promoted like that? Because if that doesn't happen, the game's still going to sell, and it's going to sell a lot just off of the name alone.
I mean, it already sold a lot. It's already, it's on the list for one of the top selling games of 2020. But when you watch that Kroby Cat video, the shit, cause I wasn't following Cyberpunk like that, so a lot of the shit that I seen on that video I missed. But a lot of the shit they were saying, they were just blatantly lying, just lying to your face. Like, you cool with that? You cool with somebody lying to you, telling you that this game is this and that, and it's going to do this, and you're going to be able to do this, and just lying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You should not support this game. Buy it used. Make sure they get no money.
Yeah, and Code think they up there. Code think they up there with Rockstar and Naughty Dog too. That's crazy.
That's why people don't even watch no more because of Code. Like, Code be talking some bullshit. Code be talking some boy. Ain't no way CD Projekt Red is the number 2 developers, and he ain't never beat none of their games. Like, get out of here.
You can't even play this.
All right. So since we there,
let's get there.
I put this question on Twitter, and I'll tell y'all the poll results after I hear Hard8 expose itself. If you have somebody like Hard8, he play a game and he beat it in 30 hours, and you have somebody else playing that same game and they done put in 70 hours, but they haven't beat it yet, which one of them is more qualified to talk about that game?
I mean, did you drop it?
No, you still playing it.
You're not still playing Witcher 3. You ain't beat Witcher 1. You ain't beat Witcher 2. I'm more qualified because I beat what the devs wanted you to fucking see. That's why it was in the main story.
And this is why people don't listen to us.
No. You running around playing a whole bunch of shit that they don't care if you really play or not.
No, that's
because if it was, it is true. Because if it was, it'd be in the main story.
Why is it in the game?
It's in the game. It's in the game to pad the fucking shit, to pad your playtime.
It's meaningful content. You know how many
Witcher 3 has no filler content. I know y'all niggas ain't.
First of all, when it comes to Witcher 3, I got way more than 30 hours in Witcher 3, and I beat everything.
An example, sir.
Okay, well we need to talk facts right now. The fact is this. Hold on. The fact is this. Hold up. The fact is this. You never beat part 1. You never even played part 1. You never beat part 2.
Right.
And you didn't beat part 3. Right. And now we got this situation right here. And you talking about CD Projekt Red is the number 2 top developer. No, you're talking nonsense.
100%.
All right, Code, let me answer that question though. All right, so you can have 70 hours into this game. It don't mean you did more than he did. You could be some trash at the game. You could have died 300 times.
The point is, I still have 70 hours.
You can have 70 hours on the start screen. You can have 70 hours on the start screen. Like, who knows?
Don't mean nothing.
Who knows what the fuck you doing?
So,
are we specifically talking about The Witcher, or are we just talking about any game in general?
In general, because y'all have this notion that the person that beat the game is somehow more qualified than the person that spent more time in the game.
Okay, let me bring y'all. Hold on. Let me fill y'all in. Let me tell y'all what's going on. Code is trying to damage control him not beating the game.
Damage control
him not beating the game like GTA 5, which came out 8 years ago. So that's what we. Let's just get to the nitty gritty.
No, what we are dealing with is I have over 100 hours in Witcher 3, and he said that because I haven't beat it yet, my 100 hours don't count.
That's not so that's not what you said though. You said
that's
who would you listen? You said who would you listen to? Who's
no. That was my
opinion?
hypothetical example. That hypothetical example came from the real life situation where Hard 8 says it doesn't matter how much time I put into game running around doing meaningless.
Here's the thing. Who the fuck puts 100 hours in the game, not beat it, but drop it?
Yeah, if you drop the game.
Obviously, he got bored doing that bullshit.
When did you start the game, Code? When did you start the game, Code?
Oh man, it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you over there.
You ain't really into it.
But just like this, like right now, I got over 140 hours in Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't beat it yet either, but I haven't dropped it.
Why might as well drop it.
You dropped it.
No, I'm not dropping nothing.
I dropped Red Dead, bro.
How the hell you got 140 hours in Red Dead and you didn't get to the end?
Because I am enjoying the world.
And then you done moved on already and went and beat other games.
This nigga wanted to be a black cowboy.
I done already told y'all, I don't play games one at a time. Well, I recently started doing that with this platinum stuff, but I play multiple games.
No, that don't make no sense, Cole.
Long periods of
you
time.
put 100 hours in The Witcher 3 and then just drop it and then move on to something else.
I didn't drop it. I still go back and play it from time to time.
Come on.
What have you played it on? Xbox?
Xbox, yeah.
I'm about to pull. Oh yeah, I can't look your shit up.
No, that shit private. Yeah, it's Xbox
I was on stream the last time.
Yeah, you know you see that pattern? That pattern coming out, ain't it? That pattern coming. Yeah, Xbox. The shit private. Wow. Yeah. So first of all, we can't even take this nigga. We don't believe you. Let's put it like that. We don't believe you. We don't believe you until we can see your achievements. We do not listen to gamers that hide their achievements.
If I take it off and then it's true, then what's the next lie?
Take it off, because we're going to talk.
The question is, then what's the next lie going to be?
Listen, they got some. Time you played it? Hold on. First of all, they got some nice achievements that we could really see if you've been doing any fucking thing. So please, take it all private. Take it all private.
Question is, what is the next lie going to be after this?
Hey, we ain't got to lie. Take it off of private, Cole.
I'm asking a very simple question.
We gonna listen. We don't know what the. Hold on. I can't tell you what's gonna come next.
After I prove, but at the time that I have in Witcher 3, what's gonna be your next excuse?
No, that's not what we said. That's not what we said.
First of all, like I said, you can rack up hours on the start screen, so that shit don't matter to me. I can look at some of your achievements. Hold on. I can look at some of your achievements and see, have you been doing anything?
Right. And when I have, and when that's what I'm saying, once I have proven this, what is the next excuse going to be?
It ain't no excuse. This is simple.
At that point,
it's simple. It's this simple, Cole.
That I am qualified to talk
Cole. No. It's this simple, Cole. Who the fuck puts 100 hours into The Witcher and is not interested in beating the game? You done moved on and played other games.
Where do you get this from?
Because
it's been 2 years.
Come on, bro.
So what? How long has it been since I
played Red Dead Redemption? 2 or 4. Either way, you could have beat it in that time.
But you done went and beat other games, so you really have no excuse, Cole.
I don't need no excuse. What are you talking about? No excuse. I play games the way I want to play them.
No, I just don't understand.
Your incredulity aside has nothing to do with the way I enjoy.
This got to be the weirdest goddamn type of game I have ever come across. Like, what the? This don't make no sense.
I done fucked the bitch. I pulled my dick out. I ain't feel like coming though. I'll do it tonight though.
I'll do it later on. I'm gonna do it. Yo, you get up and shit. Hey, I'm gonna finish fucking you in 2 years. I'm I'm gonna bust this nut in 2 years. Hold on, give me 2 years.
I'll put it later though.
I'm about to go fuck some other bitches. Give me 2 years. I'll be back.
I mean, the only
y'all niggas crazy.
the only thing I can think of is the fact that the situation. Like if you would have said like I was waiting for all the DLC to come out, then to beat the game. But
none of that. I play.
That's crazy, bro.
I play games based on the mood that I'm in, or like I said, recently since I started going after these platinums, I try to focus on the game at a time, but it's difficult. Can
y'all understand this? This man put 100 hours into The Witcher, right? And was like, you know what?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
You know what? I'm done for now. I'm gonna go play some other shit.
You obviously ain't that interested.
And then never returned. Like it's been years since The Witcher been out. It's been over 2 years since he started.
Yeah, I didn't put all them 100 hours in the first year.
He also ain't beat GTA 5.
No.
How many hours you got in that?
Like 2.
Dog.
Man.
So anyway,
what's your excuse for that? What's your excuse for not playing one of the biggest games ever?
I don't need no excuse, sir. I play what I want to play.
Okay, one of the biggest games ever. Why didn't you play it, Code?
Why didn't I play GTA
5? Yes.
Like you want to know the real reason?
Yes, please.
Because I wanted to finish GTA 4 first.
And you never did that.
Damn.
Hey, you know them games don't connect, right? You know them games don't connect, right? But
yeah, I know they don't connect.
And he wanted to beat GTA 4, and he never did that.
I want to finish the top down first one.
GTA 4 is not top down. Jay Harvey, you give me
I would say
the first 2 GTAs.
You want to finish that first. You probably ain't beat those.
All right, so here's the full truth of what happened.
Here we go.
Crazy, man. So
this nigga definitely going crazy.
Things, I'm a 360. Life was good. I was having fun. Things was great. Xbox One, things was great. My son came home from prison. He touched down. He came stay with me in the basement. He was trying to come up on his own, trying to do some stuff.
All right, man. Come on. Can you get to the point? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, so
please.
Give us a whole life story and shit. Like,
nigga, I'm telling you what happened. So I let him have the basement for a little while because y'all know that's where my little gaming area was. I was focusing on programming. I told you I step away for a year or two. I have to focus on programming. When I went back, he had pawned my Xbox and my PS3 and my 360. We had words about it. I won't go into the little details.
Yeah, please.
So I accumulated all my stuff back up, and then I started playing through my games again where I left off.
Apparently not, nigga, because you didn't beat it.
So you saying your son went and pawned all your shit in?
Well, no, just my Xbox, my PS3, and my Xbox One.
No, so you're gamers.
So that's why you got 100 hours in Witcher 3 and you ain't beat it yet.
Well, those 100 hours didn't come all. A lot of them 100 hours came this year. It's just I switch off. I place this for a while, then I play that for a while, and I play this. I switch back and forth.
And a lot of them games you never return back to.
Lord have mercy.
I switch back and forth as I see fit at my own schedule.
Yo,
I couldn't care less what you think or understand. I told you, your incredulity does not affect it.
That nigga fall asleep in a rocking chair.
Optimus, I'm gonna be real with you. You got a worse attention span than I do. Like, that's crazy, man.
I mean, it might be, but at the end of the day, I finish these games and I move on.
Can we see that Xbox achievement list?
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
He got that shit back. He got that shit back on private again.
My integrity.
No, his shit been on private. He ain't ever taken shit off.
Oh yeah, because he got his coworkers.
Yeah, he talking about
watching his shit. Saw my Red Dead Redemption trophy.
I calling you Kid Optimus. I don't know who this dude is.
Hey, you just removed him.
This nigga, man. Hey, Cole, a funny motherfucker, dog. Damn.
This nigga said he ain't beat GTA 5 to play GTA 4.
Man, I didn't tell y'all niggas because I'm
like, then you be like, then you be like, why you ain't beat GTA 4? Well, I ain't beat San Andreas. Like, come on, man.
I wanted to finish Saints Row first.
Bro, see, I didn't want to tell y'all niggas because I knew I would make it worse, but I did not beat San Andreas. I just started it back up again on PlayStation.
Damn.
Hey, God damn, man. Listen, hold up, man.
So look, all of these. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. No joke. Honest to God's truth. With Red Dead Redemption 2, I legit have 140 hours in that, probably more.
Did you beat the first Red
Cole,
Dead?
you did, Cole. You need to cut that shit out, bro. You're exposing yourself even more.
So this is what I have decided.
Hey, who we got? Who that? Zero? Shout out to Zero.
Yeah, what's up?
What up? What up?
I am focusing on platinum trophies now. I'm just gonna beat all of those games on PlayStation.
Yo, you out of all these out of all of the gaming podcasts or all the podcasts that got gaming in it, it's always a fraud in that motherfucker. We cannot get a legit gamer, man. This nigga,
How you figure?
Yo, Cole,
Because
you
I
are
haven't
Cole, you are under question. First of all, you say CD Projekt Red is the second best developer, and you never beat none of their games. And then they got this Cyberpunk shit.
Yeah, that's their only
I definitely say that CD
second game they
Projekt
developed.
Red is the second best developer. I stand on that with
That
both
is
feet.
nonsense, my guy.
That's a crock of bullshit, bro. You capping, bro. You capping like a motherfucker.
You lie like you stand on both feet.
Yo,
How you gonna say a company is better than Naughty Dog, but then that piece of shit Cyberpunk, bro? That's
Wait, but let just to give Cole some type of clarity on the situation, how much it is all the issues that going on with Cyberpunk, is it the developers or was it management?
Exactly, right.
It was the developers.
They still put the game out though. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but developers ain't got nothing to do with the game release.
They don't know no better.
Dog, it was the developer. No, when you look at Kroby Cat video, developers, management, everybody was lying, dog.
Everybody
was lying. They was all in on it.
Nigga, people lying has nothing to do with developer skill and talent.
Hold on. Let me put this into perspective, people. This man, out of all of the gaming developers, this man is saying that CD Projekt Red is the second best, and he's never completed a CD Projekt Red game.
And see, now,
sir,
now you see that now
because they captivated him.
This man is saying CD Projekt Red is the second best developer, but
never beat one of their games.
Hours in their games. So he don't want to say that. He just want to focus on because
you have not beaten their games, Cole.
Optimus, you can't use that hours thing because if I remember correctly, when Blaze was first part of the original AGS, he said he used to have his games on and wouldn't play them.
What's that got to do with me?
The hour, you can pad your shit.
What's that got to do with me?
Hours don't mean shit no more because you can pad them.
The game don't mean nothing. You could have watched the guide or a YouTube video.
Well, also on top of the hours don't.
I seen you try to destroy multiple challenges because somebody looked up something on YouTube.
Yeah, hell yeah, because you're cheating. That's
right. So just because you beat the game don't mean nothing. Just like according to you, because I have spent hours in the game. I was on the pause.
Well, it does matter when you beat the game because of the story. You're following when you playing the game. You're playing for the story, correct? So listen.
No more if you're playing. So let me ask you this: so Kid Smooth beat Bloodborne by cheating and watching the guide. So you saying that Kid Smooth is qualified to talk about Bloodborne?
He's not. No, who listens to Kid Smooth about anything gaming?
Nigga, be consistent.
Cole, hold on. First of all, First of all, Cole. First of all, hold on. This is what we know. Hold on. Listen. Hold up. First of all, he cheated and he had the chat helping him. He had 500 people helping him beat the game. But who the fuck listens to Kid Smooth in video games, dog? Like, seriously. Nobody. Who's going? I ain't never heard of Nick. I can't wait to Kid Smooth make a video on this. I got to see what he going to say. Like, what did Dave Chappelle say? What Dave Chappelle say? Who the fuck asked Ja Rule about anything? Like, that's the same thing with Kid Smooth.
Don't be hating on Smooth.
Yeah, no. And
listen, I'm not hating on Jerry, but Kid Smooth is a fucking clown. That's that guy. Jerry is cool.
Nobody was listening to Kid Smooth when he tried to review Forza Horizon 4.
Oh yeah, at the 8%. Yeah, he played 8% of the game. Did a whole review. Yeah, we forgot about that.
Listen to that shit. Bro.
Hey, let me get these super chats real quick. Ani Thox, he said Arkham Knight is M-rated and it has no damage. Actually, just expose yourself, sir. First of all, nobody's shooting guns in fucking Arkham Knight. But Arkham Knight does have damage. When you beat up the bad guys, you do bruise their face, bust their nose, black their eyes, and all of that. Go back and play it right now, and then thank me later. So, sorry, sir. But it's a fucking superhero game, so I don't really... Nobody expects superhero. Unless it's Deadpool, we don't expect Batman to be anything crazy. But even in Arkham Knight, the attention to detail is magnificent. All of the Arkham games.
Spider-Man, like the little suit damage over time. They paid attention to little stuff like that.
Yeah, the bad guys do get damaged in Arkham Knight. Go look at it. Zoom in on look at a dude before you start fighting them, and then look at him after you're done fighting them, and see if you don't see a difference. And then we got another one from Ani Thox. He said 24-hour NPC lives, but they just walk in circle. He talking about Cyberpunk. And then because it was supposed to be like a living, breathing city, it's not. Life and Time podcast say I can understand code. So ask him, when is the last time he beat a full-fledged game?
Yesterday, I beat the Pathless. Yesterday, I beat it a couple of weeks ago before I got hurt, but then I finished up the platform yesterday and started God of War.
He beat the Pathless. So he took time to beat a game like the Pathless, but he put down Witcher. He put down GTA. He put down Red Dead.
Well, now I'm waiting for the next gen patch.
Hey, Cole.
And I'm
hold on.
I just told you.
Hold on. Okay. So you put down all of these amazing high-rated games to play some trash. Your
definition of put down is different from mine.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Shout out to Super KMW. He says, I didn't beat GTA 5 either. I was going to, but got distracted by the glorious online. I never got around to it because life happened.
Online ain't that glorious.
It could be. It depends on what you like. It's a lot there.
For the money.
It's a lot there. I like GTA 4 online better, but if you can get down with that GTA 5 online, then GTA online, it's a lot. It's a lot there.
I mean, it's cool, but the passion to play that shit like every day, that been passed for me.
That shit has a lot of shit in it.
Yeah,
because y'all get bored fast and move on. Y'all try to put that on me. I'm still interested.
No, we actually finish our games. We actually finish our games and then move on.
I finish games too, sir.
Yeah, the Pathless.
Hey, wait, Cole, how long it took you to beat Pathless, bro?
21 hours.
See what I'm saying? He got right to some bullshit like that.
Why y'all hating on the Pathless all of a sudden? You niggas.
Pathless is fire. I don't care. I don't know what these niggas talking about. I got fire.
Yeah, niggas just never satisfied, man.
No, we good.
I don't got no PS5, so I don't know nothing about it. So.
It's on PC.
It's on Xbox too, right?
No, I think it's just PC.
It's just PC?
PS5, and I think PS4 too.
Yeah, PS4, PS5.
Oh, okay.
PC, I believe.
Yeah, you can get through something like that, but the real good games, you just happen to take years.
Pathless is a real good game, and I'm gonna beat those too, sir.
Yeah, we're waiting. I wonder how long it's gonna take this nigga to beat these God of War games. It'd be next year by the time we get a fucking
trophies I'm going through. I'm trying to get this plat, then I'm gonna go to the next one.
It's gonna be a year later by the time we get his opinion on the first God of War.
Hey, you should have just started on 3.
So look, here's the things that's in it. So I'm trying to play these games one at a time, but I keep going back to 2K21 and I keep going back to the Spider-Man remaster, but I'm trying to just like focus and play God of War all the way.
Hold on, Cole. You just said something. You just said something that ain't make no sense. You said you didn't want to beat GTA 5 because you didn't beat 4, but you played God of War 2018. You beat that though, right?
Yeah, that's the only. I wasn't gonna play that one.
You are lying like shit. You didn't like the game. You dropping the games because you don't like them. That's why it is.
Everybody was like, "Man, you gotta play it. You gotta play it." So I picked it back up. I mean, I've already went through that.
Anybody say that to you about God of War 3? You need to play that. You need to go ahead.
Abe told me, he was like, "Man, okay, play God of War 3." Then he said, "Okay, matter of fact, start at God of War 1 and play 1, 2, 3, and Ascension." So that's what I'm doing.
I don't know what's going on with you, man.
You could have played Ascension first, but no, you good. Just play that.
Nigga, you said to play God of War first.
No, that's cool. You don't really got to play Ascension if you don't. You know what I mean? If you don't have
I
to.
ask you, what is the list? What's the list you want me to play in what order?
Well, the order would have been Ascension first, then God of War 1, 2, 3. But you didn't already start at 1.
The first one.
Yo, what's up? What's good, guys?
So it doesn't matter.
Oh Lord,
this nigga.
This nigga.
Hey, hold on. We got to move on, though.
Hey, man,
we got to
shout
talk. Hold on. We got to move on. Listen, ain't
Okay, I was just about to defend code.
Nah, we don't need you to do all that.
Yes, we do, Jeremy.
No, because we got to move on. We got to move on.
All right, we got to move on.
We got to move on, man. So we got to talk about y'all favorite president being impeached for a second time. Don't this nigga got like 3 days left or some shit? Like what?
Yeah.
Hold on. What's the real? So if he gets impeached, he won't get no pension or nothing like that. Like, is there a reason why they worrying about impeaching him when he only got like a couple days left? Like will this stop him from being able to run for president again, or like what's the?
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Yeah.
I think the point is to stop him from running for office again.
Okay.
I mean, they want to convict him of a crime at this point, is what their whole thing is, I think.
So they need an impeachment to do that?
I mean, it's gonna be a trial, and it's gonna be something. I mean, they just want some kind of, some kind of closure and punishment for all this.
Okay.
I mean,
they
might get their way though.
He's still gonna get all that money though.
But that will stop. If he get impeached, he will stop. He won't be able to get all that money, right?
But it's not enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough time to impeach him because they're not calling the Senate back until the 19th, and then that's the day before.
He's gonna be impeached after. He's gonna be impeached when he's already out of office. It's not even about that. It's not even about that.
Yeah, the trial will be after he.
But once he leaves office, they can't impeach him because he's not in office anymore.
I mean, he's already been impeached.
No.
Yeah, now it's just.
Well, no, he has to be. But once he leaves off, because if you look at the I forget what it is. If you look at the actual statute of it, is if like for him not to get paid, he would have to be removed from office under impeachment, but by that time he's already out of office. Like he would have served his whole term.
So Forte, they went over that scenario, and so it can still continue even without him in office because they used the example. There was an actual name that they used, a sitting president from earlier, where he decided that he would just resign so that they couldn't impeach him, but the impeachment can still proceed even if you are not currently holding the office. As long as the proceeding started while you were in office, it can be completed.
Okay, well, that's all that matters. I want him
to
he don't need to get none of that money.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Like he's been impeached, and even if he's been impeached before he left office, so that still has to conclude.
Yeah, it still has to be completed.
Regardless if his term is over or not, it still has to conclude. So he can still get fucked at the end of the day if they go through with it. And he's been impeached for inciting pretty much the whole the U.S. Capitol shit and all of that.
Insurrection.
Right. And this is his second
armed insurrection,
impeachment.
pretty much.
First president ever to be impeached twice.
I guess it's the first time. It's got to be a first time for everything.
Definitely. That shit is crazy.
So the thing that's messed up about this is a lot of people really believe, like they not capping, they genuinely in their heart of hearts believe that the election was stolen from him.
Oh yeah.
We got them fanatics that believe that shit.
A little.
Just like these niggas out here believe Xbox got games.
Oh
Lord.
Yo.
Nah, man, just be careful of the people around you, man, because trust me, a lot of people out here, even if they're not saying anything, they see the climate and how it's shifting right now. A lot of those people, just like they were closet Trump fans when they kept saying, everything about Trump they didn't like and stuff. They like Trump. And it's a lot of people out here that believe that election was stolen from him, but they're smart and they know that they can't do nothing about it, so they just gonna keep their mouth shut. So
yeah, they false flagging. Yeah.
Do anybody really believe that?
Keep your head on the swivel.
Do anybody think they got a point? Or
they're gonna go away eventually.
Do y'all believe that they have a point or not?
About what do you mean?
About the election being stolen.
Well, let me ask you this:
if you ask me, all these elections are illegitimate, anyways. 2000 was illegitimate,
I mean, there's been multiple fact checks. I mean, they've thoroughly disproven all that. You know, the Nazis believed that they were doing the right thing.
I think that all went out the window when he lost by 700 million votes, or however many it was.
700.
They did recounts.
7 million votes.
They did recounts that he requested, and he still lost. You know what I mean?
And the main thing, part of the confusion or part of the problem for him is a lot of the states that he contests in are Republican states where the election was run by Republican officials.
Yeah, where all the big states,
like
where all the stuff was had at.
Yeah, and the state's attorney, and then also he filed, I think, 60 or 61 court cases that were all thrown out, and many of them by judges that he appointed.
Look, man,
I think it's also important to note that Trump has never exactly been, seeing eye to eye with Republicans. Because I remember back in 2015, a lot of Republicans, like one of the Bushes, I think Jeb Bush and Mitt Romney, they was like, yeah, well, I don't like this dude Trump. Like a lot of Republicans did not like him, and they still don't. So this ain't no surprise.
Well, let's be for real. A lot of those Republicans are just covering their butts right now.
But even back then, they didn't like him either, though, is my point. They just went with, I mean, a lot of the Republicans looked at him as like, this dude ain't going to win. But then when he won, they were like, holy crap, can't believe it. So they had to fall in line. But a lot of them still had issues with a lot of stuff that he was doing, but they weren't doing anything about it on their end. But now all of a sudden, they want to come out and make it seem like they were totally against it. But you didn't do what you needed to do to like help the narrative over the course of the last 4 years. But, all of a sudden, because everybody's pissed at him, now they feel like they can turn his back completely on him. Yeah, I think what it was is that a lot of people was just shocked that 2016 turned out the way it was. So I guess a lot of Republicans was like, oh, shit, he actually won. I mean, I guess we fall back,
Yeah, shit is only fake when Trump loses, but any other time it was legit.
Right.
Shit.
Right. Like, why didn't they contest the votes in all the states where he won?
Also, the U.S. Capitol stormers or rioters, they are rounding them up and arresting them.
So here's the thing with that. Why ain't none of them being charged with treason or terrorism?
I mean, when have they ever done that?
Because domestic terrorism is not really a federal offense, but they're just charging them for like as other crimes that they can. But they
charge them for like trespassing and
larceny and stuff.
I think what it is that because no bombs went off on Capitol Hill or nothing like that. That's probably why they're not doing that.
5 people died, sir.
Hey,
I'm not disputing that, but
and they found pipe bombs. They found pipe bombs.
Hey, the dude that stole the podium and shit, he tried to sell that shit on eBay for $60,000.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they got it. They got it back though. But they got it back. But it's just funny. Like, did you really think that was gonna fly? Like, you really thought you were gonna go on eBay and sell this and collect the money and just go on with life? Like, what?
Oh, goofy. No, as soon as I saw his picture when they had it posted all across CNN, I was like, well, that's one person you will see in jail very soon.
Crazy.
Hey, did they ever arrest the dude that looked like a fucking Viking or whatever the hell he was? Did they arrest him?
Yeah, I know they got him.
I know they got him
and
yeah. Go ahead.
And he was in jail complaining about, like, I guess he's like a teenager or whatever, and his mom was saying, oh, he hasn't eaten in like 3 days
because they
don't serve organic food. Yeah, he needs organic food. No, all the big people that you've seen in the photos and videos, they've already arrested them.
Yeah, the one that had his foot up on the desk and all that shit, holding the mail.
Yeah, they got all of them. Yeah, they got like, there's been like major political people from like other states or like former veterans and streamers that were involved in that, and they're definitely rounding all them up.
It was like cops.
Yeah, there were cops in it.
Yeah, crazy.
Former air people. They had a former Air Force woman, the one that got killed. She used to be Air Force.
Yeah, she was Air Force. They found they rounding them up. The FBI definitely rounding them up.
No flight. They couldn't fly on airplanes and nothing.
They couldn't fly. Yeah, they was trying to.
Yeah, I seen them pull a couple of them off them planes.
They was trying to go back home and shit like that. Yo, you even had a couple people like getting turned in by their wives, getting turned in by their daughters. and all that shit. Like, yeah, they was getting turned in, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, there was one guy in a video. He was like literally like screaming and crying at the airport because they wouldn't let him on and saying like, "Oh, they ruined my life and they're calling me a terrorist and everything." Like that was a good day for me.
Well,
that was too fucking
I think we
funny.
got our. Yeah, I think we got our answer to the age-old question. If somebody told you to jump off a bridge and follow them, would you do it? Every last one of those people did that, and look where they at now.
Hey, before we get out of here, right, I need to talk about Star Wars, Ubisoft. What y'all think about that?
I ain't even see it, so I don't know.
It's going to end up just like all the other Ubisoft
Well, I mean,
games.
Ubisoft is making a Star Wars game, people.
Yeah, like
Ubisoft.
EA lost that license. That's what's important.
No, they didn't. They lost the exclusivity, but they didn't lose the license. EA will still be making Star Wars games.
Yeah, they'll still be making them. They said it's going to spread them out upon.
First of all, hold on.
developers.
Let's slow down a little bit, all right? Because the one that just came out is not bad. That's by EA. It's not bad. And Star Wars Battlefront 2 is lit,
It is what I played, but okay.
Oh, you don't like it? You don't like Fallen Order?
I was just playing it a few minutes ago. I'm really struggling to get into it. I already put it down like a couple times. So it's just like quality wise, it's great. Gameplay, it's fine, graphics, but it's just so boring. I mean, like, what is even happening in that game? I've gone to a couple different worlds, and then you spend all this time going from like where you start to
No spoilers, sir.
No, I'm not. But you spend all this time going through the level, and like I don't remember anything like important that's happened. So it's just extremely boring. But I mean, I'll keep working on it. But yeah,
I think
Battlefront 2 was fun.
I think it's good.
Battlefront 2 was fun though for a while.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 is good online. There's a lot of content there. It did come out with some bullshit loot boxes and all that, but they have since removed all of that stuff. And Battlefront 2 is a good game. Graphically, it's one of the best from last generation, and the HDR on it is really good. The story, whatever. I ain't really a big fan of the story, but the multiplayer is great. So,
this nigga cold funny. Every game y'all talk about, it'll be Mario's brothers on fucking NES. He's like, no spoilers, bro. Let y'all play no games.
He right though. No spoilers. He right though.
By the time Code beat it, it'd be another generation.
Oh my god!
Shout out to Super KMW for the super chat. He said, "Who cares about Rump? Punish the Popo." And then we got one from P Down 614. He said that GameStop dude need to go back to work. Ain't GameStop closed?
Sure is. Closed now.
I mean, let him stay on here if he can.
I think this Ubisoft Star Wars game is going to be like every other Ubisoft game. They just can't get out of that.
Man, I'm going to have that Ubisoft stench on like Division. Shoot.
This was made by those people too, right? So I don't know. I never liked none of the Divisions.
Massive. It's got the creative director from the Division, and then they're using that Division engine.
But EA will still be making. EA will still be making their games, the Star Wars games. They're going to still have their relationship with Lucasfilm's Lucasfilm's game.
Yeah, I mean, I heard EA ain't really trying to make them Star Wars games like that. That's why they canceled like that one that everybody was
1313. Yeah, 13. That joint looked promising.
People were hyped for it, and they canceled it because EA is really trying to focus on something different.
I mean, the Division is a great game. Like, I put about 140 hours into the Division 2. In fact, when it first came out, I was playing it like a madman. I think the first week I played like 50 hours.
The Division also, or the Division, the second one, Division?
The Division 2. I didn't really play the first one.
Did you beat part 2? Did you beat part 2?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I beat the Division 2.
Okay, thank you.
I beat the main story. And
so you're telling me you can have 140 hours and beat a game? That what you telling me?
This is why I wanted to get in here earlier, because you're qualified to talk about what you've played. I mean, you can start talking about a game as soon as you play. You can at least talk about the graphics, the gameplay. Maybe he can't talk about the ending if he hasn't gotten there, but you're still qualified to talk about the game. You don't necessarily have to beat it. Maybe he's going to come back to it, and when the time is right, he'll beat the game.
All right, listen. Let the balls drop. But listen, First of all, his achievements is private. So right there and there, that excludes you out of, being credible. That's the rule of thumb around here in the gaming community. If you got achievements or trophies private, you really don't hold no weight.
I mean, who's really looking at people's profiles?
You got to. Fuck you mean? All these liars around here? What you mean?
This community, everybody.
Are we going for
what you mean?
I mean, just in like a general conversation. In like a general conversation.
You got to fact check people around here. You've been around. You've been around this motherfucker. Don't act stupid.
Jeremy, I have a question. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about The Last of Us Part 2, right? But a lot of people did not play that game, and they were saying it was trash. And are you going to say they qualified to talk about it?
If you haven't played the game, no. I'm saying you don't have to.
You can't talk about it. He's saying that if you play the game,
how would you know if they actually played it, though, Jeremy?
What?
You heard me.
What'd you say?
How would you know?
No, you got covered up.
How would you know if they actually played the game?
Oh. I mean, am I going to go on Twitter and demand someone's PlayStation name? I mean, you just gotta have a conversation.
If you're debating with somebody and they talking a bunch of nonsense, you want to know if they actually played it. How else are you going to find out if you don't look at their trophies or achievements?
But it's not nonsense.
I mean, it is. For people that saying that the game sucks. Hold on. For people that saying that the game sucked and they never played it, that is nonsense.
Sure, that's true. I thought you was talking about just
that's what I was bringing up.
But you got to know if they actually played it or not. We already know what type of fucking people we dealing with nowadays. We got people making reviews off of watching videos on YouTube.
Crap Gamer used to do that. I don't know if he still do it, but he got caught.
I mean, that's influencers. We're talking about just in a general conversation on here or on Twitter. You kind of figure that out in the course of a conversation, but you don't necessarily have to beat it to talk about the game. As long as you got some good experience, you can talk about what you've played.
Dog, if you fucking saying that a developer is the number 2 developer in gaming and you ain't never beat none of their games, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that kind of make no sense.
I wasn't defending that part. I wasn't defending that part.
Put it like this. Let's do this.
So what do you think about that part, Jeremy? Since you Johnny Cochran right now, what you think about that part?
I was.
What do you think about that part? What do you think about that?
About saying the whole developer.
Yes.
Then Hard 8, you need to have some experience because then you're talking about the whole game. The game library of the developer.
Yes,
okay, but you don't have to beat The Witcher 3 to say that it's a great game.
Like, not even people I know, you can get, I don't know, like each one of y'all can pick 2 software engineers that have never played Naughty Dog, CD Projekt Red, or Rockstar. Set them down in front of each one of those games and you ask them which one of these took more skill to make. And I guarantee you the answers will be unanimous.
It'll be Naughty Dog. Have you not seen Cyberpunk, nigga? That's crazy.
So
nigga, hold on. Cole, let me answer this.
Naughty Dog makes is way simpler.
Cole, let me answer this.
Part of what makes them good because they stay in their
lane. If they shit was so simple, why can't everybody else do it?
I didn't say simple. I said it.
Well, you said it's way simpler.
Yeah, than those 2.
Cole, let me answer this. What has CD Projekt Red done in their games that makes you think that they're better? That's what the AI is trash.
Right.
The dialogue.
Okay, here, let me just go down the list for you. So number 1, CD Projekt Red, we'll just stay with The Witcher 3, makes games that run on PS4, Xbox, and 100 different configurations of PC. That alone takes way more skill than anything Naughty Dog has ever done, sir.
Wait, but can't you say that about other developers though?
It's levels, nigga. It's levels to this.
Okay, but think about running.
We're discussing. So that's the first answer. So the first answer is the level of skill involved. Then you look at the quality of what they produce. You look at the test system.
Quality.
Like you said, like it's filler. There is no filler in Witcher 3 has one of the best. It's called addictive design. Witcher 3 has one of the best non-addictive design in a game that you have ever seen, and it's like unanimous, not even close.
And
Witcher 3 was broke when that launched. They had to fix that fucking game.
It was, absolutely. And at some point, Cyberpunk will be fixed. and it was the game that they intended. But that's not the point. The point we talking about skill, and y'all are saying
there's no skill in that.
Dog pays attention to detail, and they do. Like, don't get me wrong, they are fabulous. But you are saying because of the level of detail that they put in their games, that attention to detail takes more skill than this other stuff, and anybody that disagrees is crazy.
Dog, you ain't never even beat none of their
Naughty
games.
Dog.
You're just talking about they got skill. Like, where have they just put out one of
the comment. I said
CD Projekt Red just put out one of the biggest disasters in gaming history.
Naughty Dog.
They just put out one of the biggest gaming disasters in history.
Yes, they did, but they're still that was management.
And you telling me they better than Rocksteady? They better than.
I didn't say. Oh yeah, they definitely better.
Okay, better than Rocksteady.
I don't want to say better. I'm saying more skilled.
They more skilled than Rocksteady.
Listen.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Listen, if you discount Cyberpunk, then your whole like continuous thing that he's been making, Optimus has been making about Naughty Dog versus Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, is that CD Projekt Red's games generally have a bigger scope, they're open world, and there's a lot of components, whereas Naughty Dog's are linear and narrative based, but they both take a lot of work. I mean, just look at the faces and the animations and the gameplay.
A bigger
Naughty Dog.
If what Naughty Dog did was so easy or easier and shit like that,
it's not easy.
More developers will be doing it. More developers will be doing it. If it was so simpler,
it's just simpler.
If it was so simpler, more developers will be doing it.
Okay,
but it's not simple making it. Making it isn't simple to play it. It's a simple game as a game to play, and it's not. I'm not saying it's easier to make.
That's not even true. What Ake just said is not even true, because now this is where you have to start separating Neil Druckmann. The amount of effort and attention to detail that he commands, like Naughty Dog gets the credit for that, but he could have his programming team.
Before he was in charge, they had even before he was in charge. Before he was in charge, they still was doing what they doing.
He was still the director, though. He was still directing and influencing, like turnover in Naughty Dog is high, and he gets that out of whoever worked for him. A lot of that attention to detail and the stuff that he prioritizes is him. And again, Naughty Dog will get the credit, but if you took him,
all just based on him.
Somewhere, I didn't say it was all based on him. I'm saying the attention to detail, the things that he prioritized.
No, because even before he became in charge, that's what Naughty Dog was known for.
I mean, Naughty Dog just requires good leaders.
Well, my thing about code, I don't understand. Like, how can you not blame the developers for this bullshit that they just put out? It is not just the management.
It is the management. The developers were saying we not ready. We need more time. The developers were saying.
Oh, the developers were lying too. Did you see the Kobe Cat video?
They put the game out too.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
What I'm saying. You're not listening. That's what I'm saying.
They decide when the game is released.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. They worked on the game out too. Yeah, they worked on the game. That's their game. I didn't hear name of them,
sir. They weren't done working on the game, and it was released.
They had enough fucking time to be.
Hold on. Time out. How are you trying to give anybody the benefit of the doubt over there at CD Projekt Red? They all deserve it. They all deserve it, dog.
Every single last one of them.
No, they all deserve it.
The developers,
they all deserve it.
It comes from the top down. Maybe the developers were lying, but why? Because the people at the top were lying, and that was encouraged in their culture, which was encouraged and allowed by the management. So it really is the management and the top down.
Listen, they all guilty by association, dog. You know, nobody get a pass. If I'm with a nigga that kills somebody, even though I ain't do nothing, I'm going to jail for murder too, nigga. It don't fucking matter. They all guilty by association.
So they make it fine, Jeremy, just because it came from the top down. Is what you're saying?
Nobody's saying it's fine.
Then everybody needs to be held accountable.
I'm kind of confused.
They all need to be held accountable because they didn't say shit when they put their fake ass demo out. Hold on, let me finish. They didn't say nothing when that 2018 bullshit ass demo came out. That fake ass demo that everybody was playing. They didn't say nothing. None of the developers say nothing about that shit. They said that was
because they were going to be punished.
Okay, but they're a part
because
of that.
They were probably intimidated not to.
Yo. They all get it, dog. Nobody is excluded. Everybody over there at CD Projekt Red is guilty for releasing one of the worst games in gaming history.
Hey, y'all acting like Suge Knight was running that bitch. I don't know what
I'm not saying that they're not guilty. I'm just saying the reason they did that.
I don't give a fuck why they did it. They did it.
It comes from the top down.
I don't care why they did it. They did it.
And
at the end of the day, the stakeholders have power over the dev team, and you're saying, well, because the devs were forced to release a game that they knew wasn't ready, it's still a reflection on their skill. And
absolutely. Because they've had because there's nothing in that game that looks impressive.
They didn't even make a half decent game in the time they had.
The police don't even work. The AI does not work. The cars, you can't come. What have they done? What have they done? They just made a world that don't work.
Hey, yo, hit the like button. Yo, hit the like. Hold on. Time out. Shut up, Jeremy. God damn. Hold on, man. Damn. Hey, hit that motherfucking like button, man. Y'all slacking today. Y'all being real lazy today, all around the board in this motherfucker, man.
I wish I could hit it again.
Hit the like button, people. Everybody watching, hit the like button. Hit the like button.
My thing is this though, like if the developers really had an issue with the higher up management, couldn't they have just walked out like fuck this? I'm not part of this. This game is broken. It's not gonna be finished in the projected time. I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm out. Like couldn't they have just
Harvey,
done that?
where do you work at?
Okay. Mm-hmm. So who's to blame? Who's to blame?
Where do you work at?
Okay.
Where do I work at?
Yeah.
I'm Homeland Security. That's as far as I can go with that.
All right, so say you work Homeland Security, and that's how you choose to feed your family. Something going down with the NSA that you don't think is right, so you're saying the choice is, okay, I'm just gonna quit my job at Homeland Security because I don't like what they're doing.
I used to work. All right, I used to work corrections, and when somebody did something stupid and it reflected on my character as well, I had to get the fuck up out of there because I already knew how that shit was gonna fall on me.
Walked out.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, I got another job. I quit.
Did you secure another job or did you just walk away from?
I walked away 2 weeks.
It don't matter. He left. It doesn't matter. He left.
I got the fuck up out of there.
Started looking for another job.
It doesn't matter. He left.
I left.
He didn't leave.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't reflect. Look. You can't say that.
It don't matter. If you look at it.
Exactly, because I'm saying, like, when people say when police officers beat the shit out of somebody, and they always say like not all officers look that way.
The good ones.
That's what I'm saying. But why didn't he say nothing? Because I would have got fired. No, you need to say something right then and there, or you need to leave. That's what I did. I left.
He said no. He's been in this 2 weeks.
Respect.
I got the fuck out of there. That's what I'm saying. That's why I look at the devs.
Some of the devs did leave. Probably there are probably a few that did leave. But look, what about the Capitol insurrections? Who's to blame for those? Trump.
No, who's to blame for the Capitol? Gonna get that bonus. They ain't leave. Ain't nobody leave. The janitor's still there.
Listen, this is the thing. They knew that. They knew at the end of the day that most of y'all are gonna blame upper management. So they said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna still get this check."
Yeah, and they gonna get that bonus.
Who's to blame for the attack on the Capitol?
Nigga, where are you going with this, nigga?
Because you're saying the difference is you're saying is it the people who are lower down and part of the mob?
I can't take no more of y'all capping for CD Projekt Red. We getting out of here. We out of here. I can't take no more of this.
I need to bounce.
I can't take no more of this. Appreciate everybody for calling in. Everybody for coming through. I can't take no more of y'all niggas capping for CD Projekt Red, dog.
Hey, Harvey, send that dub, man. Just do a super chat, man, for $25 and make sure 8 know it's for me.
And then unblock them trophies. I got you. I got you, nigga.
Unblock them motherfucking trophies, man.
I got you.
That's all you wanted. They've been unblocked.
Unblock the motherfucking trophies. No, not trophies. Achievements.
Achievement.
Yeah,
he ain't got nothing to say, dude.
No, he ain't gonna do that. Man.
That nigga got more braves than achievements. I ain't about to hear that.
You know what the fuck he doing, man. You know exactly what he doing, man.
Oh my goodness.
Unlock them achievements.
Hey man, Cole, you still good with me, even if I don't agree with a lot of what you said today. You still cool.
I hear you, player. Likewise, man.
Hey, who that? Jay?
That's Zero.
Zero. That ain't Zero. Who was that just talking?
That was me, Teron.
That's Teron.
Teron, what's up?
That's Teron. I didn't even know you was in this. That was you talking?
Yeah, he been here from jump. Yeah, he been here.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Teron, we good, player.
All right, man. I'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh,
Jay Harvey, I said $25, nigga, and make sure 8 know it was for me. Don't say no $5. What's this nigga doing, man?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Jay Harvey. He said weekly super chat. Keep it up, fellas. All right, man. Shit. Yo, it'd be like a runaway train in this motherfucker, man. But I ain't mad at that. I mean, because
we really do.
You know what I mean. I'll be tired of the scripted shit anyway. So
facts.
I just like to let. Nice I feel like podcasts are better when it when it's more organic, even if it is even if it does get crazy or whatever like that. I mean, I like it to be more organic. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like a whole script and I gotta. All right, next topic. I just like shit
every
to flow.
podcast is gonna be almost the same as the previous because it's the same stuff. Everybody's giving their take on the same stuff. Yeah.
So I just like it to be more of a natural conversation flowing into other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
It's cool. It's cool if you want to do it whatever way you want to do it, but I just like it when it's more natural. Cause I never use all the videos I done made, I ain't never used a script and all that shit. I always just came.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you, but I guess you already know. Cause I was talking to people like how you get successful on YouTube, and a lot of these dudes write out they whole.
Yeah, no. I mean, the people.
Like, what?
Yeah, most of the people I watch, they write out their whole fucking video, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they put in that work. They write a script. Yeah, they write a script out. Like, when you watch, like, a well-made YouTube video, they are reading off a script, dog. That's not somebody coming off the top of their head. You could tell. Sound like a robot, like more or less so. Like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they are reading off a script. A lot of YouTubers I watch that got 1 million subs and take them 3 weeks to make a video. Yeah, they got a whole script.
Well, shoot, obviously it's working for them.
No, it definitely works.
Yeah, that's some dedication right there. Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's dedication.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's like I said, it take them 3 weeks, 2 weeks to make one video. One video. You know what I'm saying? And the video might be 20 minutes long. That shit edited down to a T. They got their whole script. They got to do a rough draft and all that. Rewrite it. Yeah, man. Re-record and all that. Lot of work, dog. Lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of them be editing for weeks. Just editing alone. And then you got to sit down, take out the time, or whatever you may, whatever you may do else in your life.
Right, yeah.
Write the whole script out.
Yeah.
That's too much, dog. Too
much. Organic is the way. Organic is the way.
Yeah, I definitely like it. I mean, I like my scripted content too. I mean, I watch a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot. And listen, man, I commend them dudes, man. Some of the videos I be watching, I be like, God damn. I don't know how y'all do it, but kudos. You know what I mean? Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Sometimes they be doing 1.5-hour video reviews. You know what I'm saying? 1.5 hours. Edit it down to the T. It took them weeks to edit. Hey, I'll be like, respect.
Yeah, mad respect.
I can't do it, though. I could not sit there and write a whole script. Then got to do all that editing. They motherfucking Sony Vegas be looking crazy. It be all types of slices and shit. Yo, I seen one dude I watched, I think it was Critical Nobody. He put up, like, he showed like his editing, what he was doing. Man, it had to be like over 100 slices, dog. Like, just pieces of edit, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's dedication right there.
Yeah. Shit made my head hurt looking at that shit, dog. I was like, God damn. I do want to try it. I do want to try at least one video like that. I've been thinking about doing that shit, like one video. Cause I was I was
But
watching.
you don't come off the top with your must listens, right? Like you write them out and produce
Nah,
them.
I don't write those.
Oh, that's off the top.
But it ain't off the top, but I don't write them. You know what I'm saying?
How is it not off the top if you? It's either.
Well, I mean, I put it together. I put it together in my head, but I don't write it down.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. Like
yeah.
when I'm doing it, of course I'm going over it and going over it until I can memorize it. But I don't write it. I don't actually write it down. No, because I don't like reading off of paper. It's better for me.
It seems unnatural.
Right. I don't like reading off of paper. That never worked for me. You know what I'm saying? It's better for me to just memorize it. It's a lot better. But I was looking at my Mortal Kombat 9 review video. Yo, that shit too funny. That shit is too funny, man. I don't know if you've seen it, but my Mortal Kombat 9 video from like 2011, it's a review. That shit is hilarious. I really sounded like
not seen it.
I really sounded like one of these other YouTubers and shit. Like I really made it and shit. It's funny though. But anyway, if you know it, it's funny. If you don't know who I am, then you might just be like, "Oh, okay." You know what I'm saying? But if you know who I am, it's funny.
So what's this called? Mortal Kombat 9?
Yeah, it's a Mortal Kombat 9 review. From 2011, somewhere around there. Yeah, 2011. It's fucking hilarious though. But anyway, and that would make me want to, think about doing like a full scripted edit video. You know what I'm saying? Like I be watching this shit, but I don't know, dog. That shit gonna take a lot of work, especially for somebody that ain't never did that shit before.
Mortal Kombat 9, my review PS3 years ago.
Yeah, that joint.
Okay, it's only 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll check you out, player.
Yo, that shit. If you know who I am, it's funny. If this is your first time watching it, like you ain't know me or nothing, then you might just be like, "Oh, all right." But if you know who I am, then you're gonna be laughing. Like this motherfucker.
I'll check you out.
Yeah, but that's it, man. We about to be out though, man. Yeah, we know.
Dude, another successful episode, if you ask me.
No doubt. Appreciate everybody for hitting the like button and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said $1 for every breed you got. SP Ace Host, man. Shout out to SP. Shout out to Max B, J, all the channel members, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the support. Miggy, what up? You dig? But yeah, we out of here, people. Gonna holler at y'all, man. Hopefully, we get something coming up this week. Something exciting. You know what I mean?
Facts. We're gonna have something good gonna turn up. I'm sure of it.
Something exciting. But what you got? You got anything else for the people?
Man, I ain't got nothing. Just working through this God of War. I was just stuck, but I got myself unstuck though.
Oh yeah, I got a couple puzzles and shit. Not nothing really crazy. Not nothing crazy.
The only thing playing it on PS Now. So if I was playing it on my PS3, I could get to a point and I could just turn it off and then turn it on and I'm back right there.
Yeah.
But on PS Now, you can't really do that. So I have to make sure that I save and I have to work my way back to the save spot. Then when I'm exploring, think I'm supposed to go this way. I think this is the little side path, but it was the main path. So now I'm trying to go back. And so I done had to replay a couple of things over because when I turn it off, it's just going to start me from my last save game. No checkpoints, none of that.
Oh, all right. Be wary of that. Oh, yeah, we got the Resident Evil 8 trailer this week, so we'll see with that. Hopefully we get to see some gameplay, not like no cinematic CGI type of trailer.
Yeah, some actual gameplay,
hopefully we see some actual gameplay. But, yeah, shout out to everybody for coming through. Appreciate everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed this. We kind of... we do what we do every week, man. If you ain't used to the shit by now, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dog.
Facts. We gonna be here, and it's gonna be organic. You never know what you're gonna
get. You never know where the fuck we going with it.
All we can tell you is gonna be real.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be uncut, raw type of shit. You know what I mean? We might start with a plan, but shit, nigga. Shit, we might start with a plan and might start with a way I want it to go or what I want to talk about. But other than that, man, sometimes the shit just go where it's gonna go.
Man, just go the way it's gonna go.
Oh, Cyberpunk got a major patch this week. We'll see what that do. Oh, check out Kroby Cat. I'm gonna send you the video. It's he been doing this.
I found it already.
Kroby Cat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he been
It's
he
called,
did. Yeah.
Overpromise, sell, under deliver.
Right. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. No,
Yeah,
watch that, John, man. You might feel different. But yeah, he does that all the time. Like he barely makes videos, but when he do, they be really good.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, you're gonna have to put me up on all these different YouTube dudes. I don't be knowing what's what.
Yeah, check out that Kroby cat. But
Bet.
yeah, we out, people. See y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. God damn it.